Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's special Halloween episode of Heroes of the Mist. My name's Alex, and I will be your dungeon master as always. Thank you for joining us for this spooky time in sunshiny Barovia. Um, as you may have noticed, we're all wearing costumes just to celebrate that special holiday that's coming up this week. You know, we love Halloween probably more than we should. Announcement-wise, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Roll20 and Metallic Dice Games. We will be giving away a set of dice tonight. I forget the name of the dice. Cosmic Carnival?
Yes, I believe that was right.
Awesome. So we'll be giving away a set of Cosmic Carnival dice around the break time, so tune in, stick around, pay attention for that keyword that we'll be giving you. I don't have much to share. I do have an author event coming up on November 10th here in Columbus, Ohio. I'll be selling books and signing books and talking about books at the Book Loft in German Village. So if you're a local and you want to stop by and talk about The Magician's Sin or superheroes or Heroes of the Mist or Heroes Incorporated, whatever it is you got on your mind, come over and hang out. We'll chat. It'll be great. Does anybody else have any announcements?
All good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess without further ado, can somebody please recap what happened last time on Heroes of the Mist?
I will go as I knock off my hat. That's my update. The hats don't fit over headsets. It's really great.
Headsets are big.
All right. Everyone help me out if I miss things, because this is my first recap.
Go for it.
Last week on Heroes of the Mist, five of us, yes, featuring a man behind the curtains and the DM, journeyed through the death house to the basement. Wait, who did we see on the way there? We saw the ghosts of the kids. That's where we started last week. The ghosts of Thorn and what was her other name? Thorn and what?
Rose.
I don't know. I lost it. Rose and Thorn. Yes. Anyway, so we talked to the ghosts of Rose and Thorn, who told us to get out of the death house. We had to go into the basement, where we got into a fight, and no one died, which was really great, but we all got hurt, so we had to go upstairs and take a rest, where I got, talked to by the ghost through a wall. So that's where we're at, trying to get out of the death house.
Yep, that sounds all good to me. Go ahead and add a point of inspiration there, Lily.
Heck yeah. What does that do? We'll find out.
You can use inspiration to gain advantage on a roll.
Wait, where do I put it?
Should be a little box so you just check.
Somewhere on D&D Beyond. And go ahead, everybody, make sure you do mark long rest on D&D Beyond so you get all of your hit points back.
Well, aren't we in the middle of the rest, or are we good?
You are technically in the middle of the rest.
So, but we got all this stuff already?
Yeah, this one time.
Oh boy.
Spoiler alert, you're probably okay.
Okay.
And before we get started, let's go ahead and roll the opening cinematic. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for episode 3 of Heroes of the Mist. Where is Walter? Where is he? And as the chat mentioned out, I think we should do just a quick sound off for which costumes we're wearing. I am, of course, the king, Elvis Presley.
Our king. I'm a witch with a hat that doesn't fit and will get knocked off several times. But real riches don't wear these, so it's okay.
Damon.
I am the 90s lovable cartoon/book character, Arthur, the Aardvark.
And
Blair
Kevin.
gives it away.
Well, I figure since we're doing like D&D, I would. I was in a friend's wedding at the Renaissance Fair about 15 years ago, so I bought this costume that I've worn now 3 times. It had a vest at one point. I don't know where that got to, but official Renaissance gear.
Very nice.
Renaissance wedding guest.
just so it's not Strahd's wedding guest. That didn't turn out well.
Well, we'll see. Andy.
I am Joker from Persona 5. Kind of give you a little bit better look at the whole thing. Thanks to my lovely girlfriend who sewed the coat and the vest. She is quite the artiste.
And the two of them, by their powers combined, form Skyward Cosplay. Skyward Bound cosplay. Skyward Bound cosplay. I apologize. And Jonesy is our approving, healthy person who's not sick anymore.
I was patient 0 last week, so I am recovering this week. So,
all right. So we open tonight's session with Lily pushing open the creaking door into Thorn and Rose's room, looking for the young man who handed her the small statue of her little sister.
Mm.
The door swings open and it appears to be empty.
Do we have eyes on the map in Roll20? I'm not seeing anything. Do I need to refresh?
I haven't switched it over yet. I'll go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
Before we run the attic.
There we go.
Oh, I have it.
There it is.
The door swings open.
Oh, okay, so I can go now. Cool. All right. Hello, I ask.
There is no answer.
No answer. I take a step in to the room because I guess I was outside of it. So step in and kind of peek my head around a little bit. Say hello again.
I would like for you to roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy. And for that, do I just click on charisma with that? Or...
There should be a saving throw button. I think warlocks get a bonus to it. There should be like over next to your stats, there should be like a little box that's got saving throws.
Yes. I see charisma. Haha. There we go.
Rowan.
Ow.
You kind of walk into this room and you feel this effervescence pass over you, and something happens to you.
What is that something?
I will tell you momentarily.
No.
You gain the following flaw.
Ouch.
I like being in charge and get angry when other people tell me what to do.
Okay.
As you feel this presence sort of overtake your subconscious, and you become possessed by the ghost of Rose.
Is that like a permanent thing now?
I don't know.
Awesome.
I mean, I know, but I don't know.
So, does any of my knowledge in witchcraft, do I know that just happened to me? Since
Please roll an Arcana check.
I don't want to. I take it back. I take everything back.
What did you get on your Arcana check?
Did it not go?
You got a 12. With a 12, you know that you are possessed by a ghost. You are not able to overcome that possession.
Okay.
You do know that there are ways to overcome possession. Usually, force of will, or a dispel magic spell, or a protection from good and evil spell.
That would have been nice to know going. I should have done that to myself before. That's fine. So,
but Rose kind of pushes you down into your own subconscious, and she comes whistling back over into the room with everybody else.
Great. So, do I still talk through this, or are you like
You do.
taking?
No, you are free to control your own character with the knowledge of the flaw that you currently have.
Okay, so that's how that affects me. Okay. I thought you said that. I thought it meant that like I was hidden, and now I'm Rose. I guess is that
you are Rose, but you are in control of Rose.
Okay. So I come into the room, close the door, and curse pretty loudly, since I know what happened. Like I'm mad. I'm like PO'd. Like I probably slammed the door louder than I should in this death house, but like I slammed that door.
Yeah, and you do curse.
I curse, and then
everybody wakes up.
Yep, my lovely friend Tyrion was awake anyway, so you know.
That's right.
Lancelot gives a bark at the door slamming.
Well, guys, I'm possessed now, so sorry about that.
Rose does not let you say that.
Oh, dang it! Well, what can I say?
So can we? I don't know, maybe perception check, but do we notice anything different about her when she enters?
Give me an insight check. Anybody who is observing her. And Edric, I'll give you advantage because you guys sort of have a vibe going on.
Okay.
Aww.
You said insight, right?
Yes, please. She seems to be upset about something. You're not sure exactly what, but she seems irrationally angry. You notice that the anger she exhibits is a little more childish than you would expect from Lily, from what you've seen thus far.
Yep, she's a devil woman, all right.
Thanks.
Sorry, I rolled a 6. That's about how knowledgeable I am of what's going on right now.
Yep, something's wrong with her. She slammed the door and woke you up, Matthias.
Okay, so I apologize and say sorry, guys, and I don't explain any more than that. So, since I can't.
Lily, are you in danger? Is there an enemy outside?
I don't think there's one anymore. If that tells you anything.
So you woke us up to tell us all is well.
Sure, friend. All is great.
It's too early in the morning for this nonsense.
How long have you guys been asleep anyway?
Not long enough.
Well, I think we should go.
You were the first to watch, so it's only been a couple hours.
Dang it. Well, Does Lancelot know? Is Lancelot barking at me a lot? That is a good question.
High or low?
High or low?
I'm going to ask Lily, high or low.
I just choose one?
Yep.
Low.
Lancelot is irritated with you, and he's sort of like got his hackles raised, and he's kind of growling at you and not letting you come near.
He
That's
knows.
a bit odd.
Yep. Yes, it is. I think we should get out of this house as soon as you guys are feeling better.
I noticed that Lancelot is agitated with Lily, which is definitely not something that's happened thus far. I try to communicate with Lancelot to see if he can kind of let me know what's going on.
Make an animal handling check.
Sure.
What's that, Lancelot? What's that? There's a demon in the demon lady.
What?
Is that normal or is that advantage?
Normal.
So with her possessing me, what happened?
That's a natural 20.
Yes, Lancelot.
So in clear Lassie verbiage, Lancelot is able to inform you that there is something inside Lily that should not be there.
Hurt.
So to the rest of the party, humans, I don't think that there's something right here with Lily. Lily, can you please sit down for us?
No.
Lily, I really don't want to have to hurt you. Can you please sit down?
Make me.
Edric looks around the
Bet you
room at the other
can't.
three like, anytime now, guys.
Someone.
What is going on?
That is what we're trying to figure out. Wow.
What is? Who?
Can I use detect evil and good to see if there's a celestial or undead or fiend or whatever?
Yeah. So there is an undead inside Lily.
Okay.
Right.
So I communicate that to the rest of the party. There appears to be something trapped within her that is causing her to act unruly and against her normal wishes. What can we do to help her?
Nothing. I have no idea how I'm really supposed to be acting through this.
Right.
So.
If she starts spitting pea green soup and her head spins around 360 degrees, I'm out the effing door right now.
I stand in front of the door. Bet you can't.
Okay. Somebody better call an exorcist.
Wow.
Burn her.
Tickle her
There's
feet.
no love for you. There's no love for you in the chat.
There was no love for me yesterday yesterday. I wish it were yesterday. Last week, same person. Doesn't like warlocks very much. It's okay.
It's probably all that smack talk you're doing on wolves. He's probably taking it personal.
Somebody
Alex, I'm
somebody
sorry.
can roll an Arcana check. Yeah.
Not me.
I will attempt. I won't say it's going to go well. By the way, that was divine sense, not detective evil. I gave you the wrong spell name, but it's the same thing.
Yep. I deducted that.
I figured. What was it, Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana or religion. You suspect that turn undead might evict the ghost from Lily.
Nope.
Does anybody have turn undead? I highly doubt it.
Yeah, actually, I do.
Oh,
I
well,
started doing one of those things.
that was the one that I was thinking would have it.
Yep, that's me. You're gonna make mention of that though.
Does anyone know how to exorcise this demon from her?
Can I try to be Lily and be like, I know how? Or am I not allowed to say anything that I would say?
High or low?
Why? Hi.
Yeah, you are allowed to share your knowledge with the group.
Okay. Hey guys, I have some consciousness, I guess. I know how to help get this thing out of me.
And
Yeah. And how can we trust that it's not the ghost telling us the wrong thing?
Well, worst case scenario, it kills me, and then you don't have to worry about it anyway.
Oh no, I wouldn't kill her.
Oh.
Lily, your whole head shakes. No. And that voice emanates from your inside you.
Okay.
That wasn't creepy at all.
No.
Well, that's, I guess, all I can tell you. Maybe I can write it. Does anyone have any paper? I have paper. I have a bag. Can I start digging in my bag for like a book? 'Cause I
You
have
go
my
to dig in your
books.
bag and you just turn it upside down and shake everything out of it and put the bag on your head.
Great. Cool.
Ah.
I curse and stomp my foot. And then laugh.
And clap your hands.
All right.
Bit like this.
I am very tired. I would like to go to bed at some point in time this night. I fish underneath my tunic, and I pull out an amulet, and I present it in front of Lily's face as I pull the bag up over her face, and I say, "Whatever you are in there, get out!" And I turn undead.
I'm not going to roll. You present the holy symbol, and you guys see this sort of Lily kind of goes photo negative, like Galadriel photo negative, and the ghost of this little girl just erupts from her back and falls through the wall behind her.
Do we see the girl and recognize her as she goes?
Yes, you do, and she is fleeing into the house, as far from Tyrion as she can get.
Lily, speak to us.
Well, I guess I won't be going off on my own again. Thanks for the save. Resume your sleep. I'm not watching you, though. I no longer trust myself. Do I still have this flaw, by the way? Like, is this a forever thing?
No, that flaw goes away when the ghost goes away.
Long rest. My glowy sword thing is gone, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Everyone, I suggest that we move to the basement and try to work our way out of this decrepit building.
I second that.
We haven't fully rested yet. It's only been an hour or two at most.
Oh, I thought we had. Basically.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
No.
So, fine. I do.
But
I'd say that someone else can take watch if they want it, because now I probably need some sleep to cool off.
I'll take the watch.
Cool. The rest of the night proceeds uneventfully. You guys get the rest of your long rest, and you wake up still sort of frightened, but not otherwise perturbed in the night. What would you like to do as you find yourselves? You think it's morning. It feels like you've slept that amount of time, but looking out the window, it does not appear to time does not appear to have progressed at all.
I would like to thank Lancelot personally. So if I had an animal near me, I'd pick it up and pretend to be petting it, or actually pet it and pretend that it was Lancelot and say, "Thank you for noticing." That's my main agenda.
Now that you're back to being normal, Lancelot is friendly again.
Yay! It's a good dog you have here.
Not entirely sure he is my dog, but he seems to be a good dog. Yes.
All right. Shall I go back downstairs?
Yeah. Let's.
The only way we're getting out of this house.
Back downstairs, you guys go.
I brag at my little trinket I have and start flipping through the holy symbols.
Nice.
Settle on the one that has the sun on it. This one will work. Click. Put the little necklace on.
Perfect. All right, you guys have returned back to the musty, dark basement of the death house. What would you like to do?
We've got to find a way out of here.
what I'd like to do is not get clawed again. That did not sit well.
Understandably so. I suggest that we move south.
Like a plan.
I agree.
Who's leading the way?
Dog is.
Wow.
Dog's a better sensor of trouble than the rest of us.
All right, so I'll just be with the dog.
All right, so as Lancelot makes his way downtown, walking fast,
Is he homebound?
he is homebound. Well, maybe. I guess that's up to you guys.
It's true.
Where are you guys making your way? Are you stopping in that room there?
Looks like we're down in this room where the table is.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Matthias, you step into this room,
Hmm.
and what is your passive perception?
Passive perception. $13.
All right. You will be surprised, I'm afraid. Something
No.
stirs, wet flesh rasping against dry stone, and something seizes your arm. Something sharp, something slimy and wet and ravenous. A beast with 4 fanged tentacles lunges out of the dark.
Ugh.
Mm,
It looks like this.
Ooh, no,
Uh,
no.
no. Yeah, that's. I'm going to have to say no. Negative on that.
Negative
Yeah,
Ghost Rider.
definitely.
Do not want.
Get.
Did not ask for.
mm.
It's going to attack with its tentacles with advantage.
With advantage.
It surprised poor Matthias. Well, Matthias, it gets a 23 to hit you and deals 2 points of slashing damage. And then it's going to roll to hit you with its beak. 7's going to miss. So
Yeah.
it sort of lurches out, and these tentacles wrap around you. And as it wraps in, it slashes your face and pulls you in towards its gnashing beak, but you're able to shove it back with your shield. I would like
Yeah.
everybody to roll for initiative.
You got to click on our icon first to make sure it populates.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, I feel like you don't like us very much today.
I like you guys very much.
Okay.
It's not me who doesn't like you guys, it's the house.
Oh, charming.
What is happening?
Out of 11s, that's what's happening.
I'd settle for an 11.
Fine. This is fine.
All right, Tristan,
Everything's fine.
you're up first. What would you like to do, Jonesy?
I'm going to be over the top of dramatic because that's just how I roll. So I'm going to. We were all coming up this way. It jumped out of this over here and attacked him. So I'm going to jump up, slide across the table, so I land over here and attack with my rapier, and I have my dagger out.
Awesome. Roll to hit.
$13.
13, I'm afraid, just does not manage to sink into the fleshy membrane it seems to be made out of. However, since you have your dagger in your hand, you can use your bonus action to attack if you would like.
That was what I was about to ask. And with
You just don't get the you don't get your dexterity modifier to your damage because you're not a 2-weapon fighter.
Says you. No, sorry.
Says me.
But a 23 does hit, I'm sure.
23 sure does.
I'd be really I'd be really gonna like run in the other way if it wasn't.
Bye.
For 4 points of damage.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, Tristan, you come barreling in. You sink your rapier in, and it just kind of pushes off of the fleshy membrane the creature is made out of. But you sink the dagger in right where its beak is,
Ooh.
and it sort of reels back, hissing and spewing this white, foamy ichor all over the place. Its turn. Tristan, would you believe it didn't like that?
I would.
It's going to reel its tentacles upon you and get a big old 19 to hit.
Ow.
Really?
And deal 12 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And then it gets a 7 to hit with the beak. So you are able to avoid the beak, but the tentacles just come right, they rake across your face, returning your attack in kind. Beetlejaw.
All right. Oop, what's the wrong screen? I was trying to move it in Twitch. All right, so I move up. I'm in attacking range, and then I'm going to swing at it with the longsword.
Sounds good. A 9 is not going to get through its thick, rubbery hide.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Would you like to use your bonus action to do anything?
I don't think I can attack my bonus action. Do I have anything I can use in my bonus action? I don't think I do it this time.
I don't think so.
I don't think I do. Yeah.
All right. Tyrion.
All right. Let's see here. So move up and take a look at what we're fighting and reach out and touch Matthias's sword, imbuing it with the same magic that I did for Edric the day before. So Matthias, your longsword is now +1 for attacking damage.
Thank you.
You are welcome. And I will, as a bonus action, give Tristan a bit of healing.
Awesome.
I really appreciate that since most of my guts are hanging on the floor right now.
Thank you, Mark.
You get 4 points back, Tristan, as Tyrion throws up this sort of holy word, and you can hear an anvil striking, and you feel the fire of the forge sort of restore some life back to you.
I'm keeping a tab. Sit down, cat.
All right, Lily.
Okay. I mean, like Eldritch Blast.
It's a good move.
Yeah. Do I get a second action too, or is it just I don't know how
You
to
can move, or you can move and do a bonus action on top of your Eldritch Blast. So if you have something on your sheet that's listed as a bonus action, as long as it's not a actually Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, so you could cast a spell as a bonus action.
Yeah, because I wanted to give someone the I think protection against good and evil would help someone here. Since people are getting injured in front of me, I'm trying to.
Not I.
Not you.
I'm going to be giving the fuck out of dodge.
Who's attacking next?
Matthias is attacking next.
Yes.
Okay, I can give it to him.
Spells, protection, good. Yeah, so it is an action. It is a touch spell, so you'd have to move to touch him, but you can touch him and give that to him if you want.
Okay. And
So that
then do
means-
Eldritch Blast, or can I not do Eldritch Blast?
You cannot do Eldritch Blast because Protection from Evil and Good is an action, not a bonus action.
Well, then never mind. Sorry, I'm just gonna use Eldritch Blast. See what that does.
All right.
Cast Obliterate Fi.
Kill it with unholy fire.
I just had it up, and then I moved it because I was trying to figure things out. Load. It's just doing its thing for a minute before it loads in, you know. Is it just me that it takes a while to load on there for Roll20, or is it like...
I think it takes a while for everybody.
Roll
okay.
20's been a little touchy tonight. At least for me, it was earlier.
It was
Yeah.
fine, and then I exited out of this on accident. No. Here we wait, I guess. I actually bought dice for this, and then I found out I didn't need them. So I just look at them, and they're pretty. Okay, I got it. Eldritch
right.
Blast.
Blast him.
Boom.
Ooh, 20 to hit will definitely hit, and 9 points of force damage.
Yeah.
So Lily, you sort of conjure the dark energy in your hands, and you fire off this bolt that shoots right into its beak as it was coming to eviscerate Tristan some more. And it lets out this unholy screech as it spews some more of this white foam all over the place.
You're welcome.
Matthias with the magic sword.
All right. I will swing said magic sword at the beast. So actually a 24 and 6 damage.
That will.
How long does that last again?
All day.
So a
All
long
day.
rest.
Sweet.
So yeah, Matthias, you're sort of. It surprised you at first. It got a decent little scratch across you, but you drive that magic sword up into its guts.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that, beastie.
Get it.
Are you happy there, Matthias, or are you?
If I'm there, that means it's maybe likely to stay there rather than chase somebody else. Sure.
Tristan.
I would like to disengage from combat so I do not get more squished.
Cool.
And I can't do a cantrip as a bonus action, can I?
You can use a cantrip as a bonus action. As long as it's a bonus action cantrip. It'll stay in the spell's description.
I don't.
Oh. And that does it say that on D&D Beyond?
It should when you click on it in D&D Beyond.
Gotcha.
If you're in D&D Beyond, if you go under your character under what's it, action, spells, equipment, blah blah blah, you'll see all its action, bonus action. If you click bonus action, it'll get bonus action buff.
Nope, no, it's not. The one I want to use is not. So okay, cool.
Cool.
That's it. I'm done.
Awesome. So Tristan disengages. Are you happy being right there, or do you want to move farther away?
Well, I want to be close enough that if one of them falls, I can pull them out of it.
Cool. The fleshy tentacle monster is going to try and eat Matthias some more. With that.
If only I had disadvantage.
I will use my reaction and roll disadvantage.
Oh, you monster. 13 is probably not going to hit.
Aha, take that.
If only someone would have given you protection against good and evil.
I don't want to say it.
So, Edric, as the monster comes to wrap its tentacles around Matthias's head, you kind of intervene with the shield and you block all of its tentacles around your shield.
Nice.
That brings it to Beetlejaw's turn.
I will attempt to swing it with a long sword. Oh, good lord. Did you get my
With a
roll?
long sword. Yep, 10's not going to do. Sorry. So you come swinging in. You're a little off kilter from the force of the tentacles breaking down on your shield. Tyrion.
I will move over behind Edric and conjure that holy flame once again and toss it at the creature.
And it rolls dexterity saving throw. It fails and takes 5 points of damage. What happens, Tyrion?
So Tyrion just kind of brings the fire from a forge kind of into his hand and just kind of backhands it at the creature, and as it alights upon it, a little anvil kind of emblazons on its skin as the fire burns it.
Awesome. All right. After Tyrion is Lily Scratch.
Lily Scratch. Okay, I've just been reading. Sorry, so to try to figure out what was a bonus action or not. So I heard that the creature took 5 points of damage, right?
Yes.
It did.
Okay. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do at this point, I guess, and you tell me if I can and can't do it because I'm just having a little trouble tracking that, I guess. I would really like to step forward and use the protection against good and evil on Matthias since he's still kind of up there. But I also want to attack it with the I have weapons. So can I use those or
No, those are going to be a standard action as well.
Okay. So if I move forward and give someone the protection, I just can't attack that round.
Right, that would be your turn.
Okay.
I will say it does look pretty messed up.
The creature?
Monster looks messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty.
Okay.
Looks pretty hurt.
Realistically, so do we get like health updates on the monster? Like, are we supposed to know? Like, if it were like a video game, right? Like, would it have a health bar?
It does not have a health
not?
bar, but it does look pretty hurt.
Okay.
I think there's spells that do that, if I remember right. Is that correct, Alex?
There's a couple of spells that do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good to know. All right, so I guess I'll just try to Eldritch Blast it again since it looks pretty hurt. But I would like to yell to Matthias that I think I can get rid of him. I'll heal you next time.
No worries.
I think I'm totally ignoring you. I
Go ahead,
tried.
blast him. Get him.
Blast!
All right, that is enough to kill the monster, Lily. What happens?
Yes! So, black, screechy, yellowy magic comes out and hits it right in the beak. That's what that was, right? A beak, is that what we were calling it?
Yes.
Hits it right in the beak and it makes that loud screeching noise and flops over onto its back, spews goo all over the floor. It's real gory.
Black.
And I
Black.
instantly start taking notes.
All right, what would the rest of you guys like to do as you sort of cleared this room? It does look like it has a little bit like an alcove sort of lair back here in the corner. And it looks like there is the half-eaten remains of some poor soul.
The dog comes and starts sniffing the soul, the remains. Oh, yeah.
The soul.
The soul. I kind of walk up behind. I'll bend over to Lancelot and pet it and kind of ask him if he's smelling something important.
Give me a perception check. And this is seeing, so you do not get advantage.
Boo.
He looks pretty chewed on. As you're looking over the body, you don't recognize the clothes that he's wearing. They seem outlandish to you.
There appears to be
Guys.
nothing here but some strange rags.
When we came down this way, did we spot those two doors in that alcove to the west?
Yes, you guys did. It looks like those are sealed crypts with
Okay.
large
Maybe better left sealed.
with large reliefs of individuals on them.
Okay.
Do they look familiar? Have we
They do
seen them
not.
Okay.
No, they do not look familiar.
Wasn't sure if we might have seen them in paintings in the first level or second level or third level of the house.
No, they look more stylized and less
Gotcha.
realistic portraits.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anybody else who's looking in that general direction, please give me a perception check.
Give me a
At all
second.
of us?
Not you, Lily. You're doodling in your journal.
Yeah,
That's what you get for doodling in the journal.
it's fair.
Tyrion, you kind of look past Lancelot, and you see that the body is wearing a satchel.
I go over and
It's crypt, all right.
take the satchel from the bones and bring it back to the table and dump out the contents onto the table.
Cool. Dumping it out, you see that there is a mandolin inside the satchel that appears to be of pretty decent make. There is a box of pens in a nice wooden box, and emblazoned on the top of that box is courtesy of the Blue Water Inn and the Mardikovs. And you see that this gentleman has a half-finished, looks like screenplay or script.
And I look up at Tristan. Anybody you know?
No.
Anybody you've heard of?
I don't know.
Do any of us know anything about a Blue Water Inn?
None of you know anything about Blue Water Inn. But you would reckon these pens are probably worth 50 gold pieces to the right buyer. Looking at the script, Tristan, you do see that the title of the script is The Doomed Lovers of Argynvost Holt. And it's written by a man named Dmitry Belasco. And
Okay.
I will type that in for the group.
That
and for the
means
chat.
it's important.
Do I recognize this book or the author or anything?
You do not.
Okay. I will say that I can stop doodling now because there's like stuff on the table. So that got my interest. I'll move over here.
And the mandolin looks like a very nice musical instrument. Looks like it's probably worth around 100 gold pieces. Just to Tristan's very well-trained eye for such things.
Well, who wants to hold on to these?
And Tristan, as you're looking through the script, you see the story tells the tale of two doomed knights who were praying in a chapel and deciding whether or not they would go on to join their master in this great battle against the devil. And the one knight says that their love for each other is what they need to pursue and to find the strength they need to defeat this great evil. And the other one seems to have given in entirely to nihilism. The two knights' names are Vladimir and Godfrey.
And how well put together is this play?
It is definitely the work of an enthusiastic amateur.
It's fan
But you
fiction.
think with a decent edit, it could be a good story.
I will reach over, grab one of the pens, and put it in and that in the script in my satchel.
Do we still hear chanting like we heard last week? Like,
You guys do hear chanting all throughout this area.
okay.
As you're coming this way, though, the words are starting to become more distinct. You guys are all starting to hear, "He is the ancient, he is the land. He is the ancient, he is the land." And it sounds like it's coming from down this south tunnel and then off to the east.
Oh, so right by where I'm standing. Ooh. So, okay.
Do we want to go in that direction then?
Might as well at this point.
Aye.
Lead the way.
Fine. Wait. Before we do, could I give myself my armor? Oh, it's only 10 minutes. I always forget that.
The armor of Agathis, is that what you want to add?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'll lead.
Okay.
Trying to listen before stepping into the intersection there.
Give me a perception check.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Wahahaha.
Par for the course.
You just hear the chanting. You don't hear anything
Would
malicious.
I hear anything with my super hearing?
Please give me a super hearing check.
Step into the intersection.
Super hearing check. With a 12, Edric, as you're sort of making your way behind Matthias, you can hear sort of like a.
Oh, it's Jason Voorhees.
That was my thought too.
That is also coming from this easternmost direction.
A convenient summer camper. Ohio team.
So,
Everyone, there seems to be a unidentifiable noise coming from the eastern hallway.
All right.
And I
so
described whatever that noise was. I'm not sure what it smells like.
Try and
Chains, I
move.
guess.
Try and move stealthily down here to get a better listen and or peek.
Yes, you may. Give me one more perception check.
Hey, double digits.
Hey!
Barely.
Looking into that area, it looks like this is a much larger chamber than you initially suspected. Peeking down that way,
there's stars.
those stars are something. You see a
Ah.
statue, and I will pull up a picture of said statue momentarily. Hold, please. Sorry.
Are there two statues there? Is that what that's?
There is a statue holding another statue.
Okay,
Oh.
Like
That's fourth wall break.
statueception.
Statueception, yes.
Before we go closer to it, I want to give the protection of evil and good to Matthias there in the front.
And as you sort of peek in, Matthias, skeletons hang from rusty shackles. The chanting echoes dismally in this place. At the far end of the hall stands a painted statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt man dressed in a black cloak. His hand on the head of the faithful wolf at his side. In his right hand, the statue holds a smoky gray crystal orb that casts a pale sheen across the floor.
Wait, there's light coming from the orb?
There is light coming from the orb.
All right.
And I see where this is yet.
You guys can all see at this point, as long as
Okay.
Matthias gets out of the way.
Does
Yeah, I will creep cautiously up.
Does Lancelot react at all to this?
He does not seem nervous.
Well,
Lots of skeletons. Watch out. And I'll start creeping down along the alcoves. I don't know if I get that far or not.
Yeah, you get that far. Nothing happens as you're sort of making your way among the bound and tormented skeletons.
oh boy, I'll follow you.
Same.
Like, if I can get as far as this next archway.
You sure can.
Okay.
Just Matthias, I gave you some protection. I don't know if I
Thank
said
you.
that out loud again.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Thank you, Lily.
Yeah.
I would like to use divine sense.
Okay, so you use divine sense. You are sensing some undead presence off to the left in the darkness over there.
Um, Lily.
Nothing really ominous in this room.
When you say to the left, you mean on the map left, or if I'm
The
looking
map
at
left. Sorry.
statue to the left? Okay.
Nope.
So
Sort of like over this direction.
okay, but nothing in this room.
Nothing piques the interest of your divine sense in this room.
When we're in the room, can we see along this wall to the north? Like, is there a hole there, or is it solid wall?
Yeah. Trying to figure out why there's darkness there.
That is solid wall right there.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Do I detect anything different than Edric does with my detect magic, or same thing?
Give me an Arcana check. Or actually, you have at will detect magic. There is slight magic emanating from the statue, from the gray orb in particular.
Okay. Edric, did you share with us what you sensed?
I do now.
Yeah.
Everyone, there seems to be some form of undead presence in the wall behind us. On the
By the alcove, I'm looking, or by the archway, I'm looking by. Great.
And then I share, yeah, and obviously from that glowing orb thing, there's some magic coming off of that.
Well, Lily, you seem to be our most experienced magic user here. What would you suggest that we do?
Well, I've kind of had my fill of undead today, so I'm good with not
You're in the
going.
wrong realm.
Yes, I've gathered that.
Can we fight some orcs or something?
They'll have to be undead first.
I guess. Would I know anything about this kind of orb? I don't
You can
know.
get closer and try to expect it if you would like.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask the group this time.
Fine. I walk up and start looking at them.
You just storm off. You know what? Never mind these people and they're talking.
Do not touch the orb. I inspect the orb.
I see. I come after you quickly. Wait.
No reactions still from Lancelot?
No reaction still from Lancelot, no.
Just the cat.
It's a catapalooza.
So Tristan and Lily, you guys are sort of examining the statue. You guys can both roll an Arcana check if you'd like, or one of you can help the other and give them advantage.
I'm going to guess that she's better skilled than I am, so I'm going to assist her and give her advantage.
My Arcana is decent, I think. Oh, it's a +4. Whatever that means.
All right, go ahead and roll your Arcana with advantage.
Yay! Thank you, I say.
As you guys sort of put your heads together and try to come up with some answer to what's going on. So with Tristan's help, you get a 19 instead of a 9.
Awesome. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you.
This orb appears to be some kind of divination device, like a crystal ball in which you could see the future. Or something can see you through.
Does Tristan also realize this, or do I?
Yeah, you guys kind of put your heads together to come up with this knowledge.
Okay. So I say this back to the rest of the group then, without kind of looking away from it. Hey guys, I think this might have some answers.
What type of answers?
Well, it appears to be some sort of divination tool, so it might tell us how to get out of here. Then again, it might suck us into it. It's toss-up.
You
So
don't
far-
think it would. You don't think it would suck you in anywhere, but you think that somebody might be able to see what you're doing through it.
So,
Okay.
with that, can I reach into my my bag and pull out this shirt that got shredded yesterday, which is now basically rags. Not to be confused with the rags I'm wearing now, because this shirt is shredded. Damn it. And I'm going to wrap it around the orb as I take it out of if it comes out of his hand.
So you kind of wrap your rags around the orb and you pluck it out. And as you do that, the smoke in the orb evaporates. And you have this sense of dread, and you feel a dark, ancient evil turning its eye upon you.
And this would be different than last week. How? No.
Do I notice that he's feeling this dread, or is this all happening like internally for him?
Roll an insight check.
Literal food.
Insight. Is
You
right.
believe in Middle Earth they call this a palantir.
So
Oh.
I feel like I just got caught with someone else's spouse.
Hey,
That's the look on Tristan's face.
I know everything now. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, you immediately sense this dread and this almost like guilt and like, oh, I should have done that. I regret getting caught sort of expression on his face.
Oh, can I help him? Should I help him? I don't.
It's only a feeling. It's not a magical. It's not hurting.
Well, that's just gonna suck. With that, I just at this point just kind of roll with it. Too little, too late, and stow it in the bag.
Awesome. And with that, the chanting in this room ceases.
We all look around, I imagine.
Yeah.
What now?
We keep moving. There's nothing else to do here, is there?
Towards more of the undead. Okay, there's nothing like to search through in this room.
Does not appear to be, no.
There's a door down here.
Fine.
Just a reminder that there are likely undead on the other side of this.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
I want to listen at the door.
If you were looking for undead, this is the place to find it.
So Matthias, you're listening at the door, and you can hear sounds like laughter. Like two people are having dinner and having a nice conversation.
I will whisper that back to the group. Sounds like a dinner conversation. Does that seem a little odd?
In the
It's
It's like
basement?
another ruse to me.
In a stolen place like this, I highly doubt it's anything but a ruse.
It depends on what the dinner is.
Oh, wow.
Could be a ploy.
That just got dark.
I shrug. Fair enough.
Welcome to Ravenloft.
Lancelot whimpers at that.
Huh. So, are we ready?
Let's
Ready as
go.
we're gonna be.
Everyone still has. Does he still have? I don't know how long the time passage is. So the armor of Agathis lasts 10 minutes, and then the protection from evil and good lasts 10. Would he
Yeah.
still have that?
You guys are still within 10 minutes, I would say.
Okay. All right. Then yes.
So
And dagger drawn.
I will carefully test the door to see if it's locked.
It is
Tried.
not locked.
All right. I will open that door and step in.
So the door opens, and you find a small room with a pair of high-back chairs on either side of a wooden table. Sitting on top of the table is most of a young man. He is completely naked with a large serving fork stabbed into his thigh, and there are two people carving pieces off of him to eat. When they see you coming in, they kind of turn to you, offer you some, Matthias, and then disappear into the mist.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's bad.
Called it.
Does the dinner disappear too, or does that appear to be?
The dinner also disappears.
Okay.
So there's no more half-eaten body in here.
Thankfully.
Do these kind of work as like flashbacks or like remnants of things that have happened in
It's
here?
phantasms or something.
Okay.
It certainly could be, Lily.
Okay. Well, let's just keep going since they're gone.
Can we look at? Edric takes a look around to see if there's anything worth noting in here besides the table.
Wait a minute. We could have gone around this room? The
No.
room with the orb? I mean,
But then you
Yes.
missed the orb.
huh. Well, I'm glad we didn't. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it won't. Let's find out.
Alex, do I notice anything when I peer around?
You do not, Edric, as you're sort of looking around, you don't see any additional treasure or anything like that around. However, Matthias, as you sort of peer around this door, you see this alcove. A spacious but dingy chamber sweeps out before you, a bedroom. The moldy feather mattress rots atop its bed frame, and a wardrobe leans against the earthen wall. At the foot of the bed sits a footlocker.
All right. I will sort of whisper back. This appears to be a bedchamber. Empty. And I'll move in to make room.
I'll follow.
Did we go through this?
You can rifle through someone else's belongings if you choose to.
Yeah, there's a footlocker at the base of the bed, and there's a wardrobe off beside the wall on the other side of the bed over there. So, Lily, you're practically standing on the chest, and then there's a wardrobe over here.
I might as well go through this since I'm standing on it, I guess. Are there no doors out of here, or is there one behind me?
There are no doors out of here.
Okay.
Not dead end though. There's that whole middle section of stairs that we haven't explored. And this,
Okay.
and
Cool.
the top right corner of the map.
Why would you throw the warlock on the bed? That sounds dirty. So I'm gonna go through the trunk since I'm rude and just go through people's belongings, as someone here so nicely put it.
Yep.
I gave you
Alright.
a look, but then I realized I'm not actually sitting with you in person, and you did not see the look. So
Okay.
All right. So you begin
I
rifling
make a noise at
through.
Lily.
You begin rifling through the contents of the chest. Inside the chest, what is inside the chest? Okay. So you begin peeking through, and inside the footlocker, you find a folded gray cloak, a small wooden box that is unlocked, a chain shirt, a mess kit, a flask of alchemist fire, a bullseye lantern.
there's a lot of stuff in here.
There is a lot of stuff in there. A set of thieves' tools.
I throw the shirt at Tristan since he was just complaining about having his shirt ripped.
A yellow leather book with an eye on the front of it, like a very stylized, almost like an eldritch horror sort of eye.
Mm.
You also find a jewelry box made of silver with gold filigree. This is worth 75 gold pieces. And inside the jewelry box are 3 gold rings worth 25 gold pieces each. And a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant.
Dang, you're welcome.
The pendant has the symbol of Tyrann's order.
Can he see this?
Nah, I'm too far out of the room.
Oh.
Do we recognize that as Tyrion's order?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, everybody who saw the holy symbol that he used to turn Lily last night would recognize the symbol.
Okay.
And as you're sort of rifling through this, Lily and Matthias, you guys hear the wall behind you begin to scratch and snarl.
The wall.
The wall.
The wall.
I'm in there. Can I do a perception check for hearing?
No, you don't have to. Just as you turn to look at it, the wall crumbles in a great clatter, and a ghastly figure emerges to attack Matthias because Matthias keeps winding up in all those spots.
Terrible.
Hey, you have protection.
That's right. Ugh. And I
And
need it.
The ambushing woman looks like this. And that's where we'll go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
All right.
Oh.
Cliffhanger.
Time
Oh.
for the giveaway. What kind of keywords should we have, guys?
Costumes.
Costumes.
What about Joker specifically?
Nah.
Fine.
So costumes will be the keyword.
And we're back in what, 5?
Yes, back in 5.
It's time for coffee.
Thank you, 5.
Hmm.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking it out with us tonight here in the Death House as we celebrate Halloween the only way we know how, with eviscerations and cannibalism.
And costumes.
And costumes. We are ready to announce the winner of the giveaway, assuming the robot has decided somebody.
Drum roll, please.
What do you think, robot?
Buffering.
Sorry, Moobot. Extra spooky. Winner is Plague State.
Congratulations.
Thank you for tuning in and winning those dice from us, Plague State. Please be sure to stick around till the end of the stream, and then meet up with us in Discord so we can get those dice over to you. So yeah, without further ado,
I think initiative is in order.
Initiative is in order, but first I'm going to bite Matthias because that's my job.
That's rude. Don't forget your disadvantage.
I think the word you're looking for is advantage.
But I have, so when they cancel out, because I have that spell up from Lily.
Oh, did she put Armor of Agathis or Protection from Good and Evil on you?
Protection from Good and Evil.
Then you're correct. The advantage and the disadvantage counter each other out.
Heck
Sweet.
yeah.
Good job, Lily.
Lily saves the day.
Still got a 21 to hit.
Ow.
You take 7 points of damage, Matthias, and I would like for you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Not as much as I would.
Wow. Alex is.
I don't get to react to that, right?
Correct. It's a surprise. Rah.
Got it.
But if you constantly surprise attack me, is it really a surprise?
You are fine. You can feel the same sort of paralytic agent that the ghouls back in the original room had, but this feels much more intense.
Great.
So now, please, everybody roll initiative who's not already rolled initiative.
Who's rolled initiative?
I did.
Oh, overachiever.
That's right.
It's that Joker personality thing going on.
If it was really Joker personality, I'd be a lot higher in that order.
Right?
They wouldn't get a surprise attack because we would be surprise attacking.
This is fair. Did mine go through?
It looks like it did.
I like really struggle keeping up my character sheet and actually looking at our chat, so I generally go over to Twitch to look at it. Because it comes quicker.
No, it's no worries. I don't know if everybody saw, but Dan was nice enough to show me how to pop your guys' sheets out if you have a second monitor.
I did see that, and I have been using that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dan.
I need a second monitor. Thanks, Dan. I'll get one just for that.
Tristan, Tristan, you're up first again.
With that, I am going to get right here. That's as close as I would like to get. And I'll just look over at the creature and basically let loose a torrent of "You're old, not wanted," and so last season I'm casting Vicious Mockery.
All right. Mock me viciously. And if you press it on your main sheet, you will roll damage automatically too. All right, I need to do a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Yeah, it's not very damaging, but it's something.
It's so
But it
weird to me
does.
that Vicious Mockery works on things like that, but Command does not.
Right?
Shade is universal.
So you viciously mock her, and she kind of puts a hand on her hip, one of these big gnarled claws. She kind of licks a little bit of Matthias's blood off, puts it on her hip that she pops out. She says, "Honey, I'm the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Oh, dear.
I am eternal. I am undying."
And you're not my type.
She kind of, as she frowns at you saying that long tongue kind of droops down underneath these long, rotted black teeth.
Oh, yummy.
Matthias, you are starting your turn in a specific place where I would like for you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
I find that unpleasant.
All right, you sort of choke this down, but the overpowering stench of this creature it's enough to turn the stomach of even the toughest soldiers.
Alex, I don't think I got added to the turn order thing. I rolled a 15.
Sorry, I just had to move. You got a 15?
Yeah. I might have
Just gotta
forgot to click my dude before I hit it.
Yep,
No
that's
worries.
probably what happened.
All right. Matthias will keep your Constitution saving throw. You're also
Okay.
immune to that ability for the next 24 hours.
Sweet.
Beetlejaw, you are also within 5 feet of this creature, so please roll a Constitution saving throw for me. And I'm going to give you disadvantage because... Oh, never mind. You have super hearing, not super smelling.
Lovely.
You're okay.
I'm sorry. Which saving?
Constitution.
Where's my
God.
saving throw?
I've had enough of this hat. Sorry.
Costumes are coming off.
Where is saving throw?
Right next to your
so-
ability.
Yep, right next to your abilities, you should see a little window that says saving throws.
Oh, yep. It would have bit me for listening. Constitution. Normal, you said not disadvantage.
Right.
But
So you are poisoned. That means you have disadvantage to attack rolls until this poison wears off.
okay.
So you are free to act as you would like, but you are poisoned at the beginning of your round. Just retching from the horrible smell. It's so overpowering. You're dry heaving and you're having trouble staying on your feet.
Is that
But you are free to attack
Constitution saving throw every time we're within 5 feet of it?
until you pass.
No, let's say I was not poisoned. Is it every every time we're in 5 feet we have to roll for that, or is that just the first time we're within 5 feet of it?
Well, like
it is
I
every
made my
time until
save.
you succeed.
So like I don't have to roll again because I succeeded.
Got it.
If you would be exposed to it again, you'd have to roll again until you succeed.
Got it. Okay. I'm still just gonna swing at it.
Cool. Swing, swing, swing. Go ahead and roll to hit with disadvantage.
Rough.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 7's not going to be enough. You're trying to muscle through this stench, but even reading Van Richten's books, it was not enough to prepare you for the smell of this particular undead monster.
Great.
All right, Matthias.
All right. I will attack with the sword that is still magical.
Good choice.
Okay, so it's a 21 to hit for 4 damage.
21 will hit for 4 damage. So she's kind of sassing Tristan and not really paying attention to you, and you just crack her whack right across the side with the sword that kind of digs in, and the magic runes light up as it goes into her flesh, and she shrieks at you.
Do it
How
again.
dare you put your hands upon me?
Do it again.
Sword, actually. So yeah, why don't we do that not second wind, the
Action surge.
Action surge. That's what I'm talking about.
Hit her again.
Here comes. 19 for 5.
19 for 5 will hit. So another blow rings out as you summon up this strength. You don't know if it's just the amount of rotting corpses you've been around in your life, but it seems old hack to you.
Yeah. Ain't nothing but a thing.
Miss Durst will go ahead, and she's going to sink those dirty fangs into you.
That was hot.
She's going to bite you. Nom, 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 nom.
She's going against Matthias. Isn't he protected still? Or
He is still protected. So disadvantage. I keep forgetting about that. A 10's not going to hit Matthias. So she comes down to bite down onto your soft flesh, and you are able to, at the last minute, Lily's dark magic, rises up and pushes her fangs away from you.
Yay.
Yeah.
Would have been real bad.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah.
I see that. Yeesh.
Lily.
So, I'm trying to see. So I just asked a question in chat, and I'll just ask it on here too. Whenever we face enemies, is it always we just blind fire and guess it, or would I know this if I played more D&D, what certain weaknesses are, or is this just something that changes?
You are allowed to make an Arcana check if you would like to see what you know about this kind of creature. That might determine weaknesses and things like that.
Okay.
And then, of course, having experience with this monster will also let Lily know some additional things about it. Now, Lily knows that if you stand within 5 feet of it, you are afflicted by its stench.
Okay.
Is that arcane check? Is that her main action though?
No, I will allow you to do it as a free action.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
Excellent.
With a 19, Lily, you've studied many monsters in your time. You're pretty sure that Miss Durst has been turned into what is called a ghast, which a ghast is basically just a super powerful ghoul who is usually found leading packs of ghouls. They themselves are particularly resilient to the abilities of clerics to turn undead, and any ghouls in their charge are also gain that resilience, as well as the stench and the paralytic attacks of their claws. As undead, they are immune to poison, charm, exhaustion, and they have a resistance to necrotic damage.
Okay, so it would be best just to stick with my little blasty blast then, I assume.
And like the chat said, just because a player knows something, the character might not know it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess that was more of my question, since I tried to I have technically more of a background with like books and studying and stuff, so I didn't know if I, as a character, would have that.
Yeah, that, and you're definitely free to make Arcana checks as we go along to reflect your vast knowledge,
Yay.
especially with your researcher feature from your background.
Okay, yeah, because I really like using that stuff, which is, why we make characters. So, okay, that is roll 20. There we go.
I mean, I make characters to live out my power fantasies and pretend like I can make changes in the world with just the power of swords and magic.
Oh, well, I've been doing it wrong this whole one time. Good to know. All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this lovely princess.
But there is no wrong way to play D&D. Everything is fun.
This is good. I have fun. Okay, Eldritch Blast, ahoy!
9. So the Eldritch Blast whips past Matthias and cracks into the wall behind the ghast, but does not harm her.
My bad.
Would you like to take a movement action, or are you happy hanging out there?
A movement does not include throwing a dagger, does it?
It does not.
Okay, then no. I'm fine. I don't want to get in closer.
Awesome. Tyrion.
I guess I'll make my way into the room here, stand over by the wardrobe, say hi to everyone, Mercury.
Hi, Mercury.
And we will again conjure the fires of heaven. Or in this case, destiny.
The fires of destiny descend upon Elizabeth Durst, and she is going to roll a dexterity saving throw. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, she's good.
So the fires of destiny descend upon her, and she says, "Destiny can never claim me. I am invincible. I am immortal."
Why are you bleeding dust then?
Pay no attention to that. Are you finished, Tyrion?
I am. I did move in single action, so.
Awesome. Tristan, you're up.
Once again, I'm going to attempt to mock her. Because she's so ugly, not even the fires of destiny want to touch her.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm going to give her disadvantage on this saving throw. Because that hurt me.
And but as a bonus action, I'm going to go and give inspiration to my companion from Greyhawk. Because with that, the defenders of Jaff will go and dispatch you back to the plains of hell like you belong, spawn of Vecna.
Nice.
Give advantage to, yes.
She looks at you like, I don't even know who that is.
I'm about to show you.
You didn't have to get it. Only one person had to get it, and he got it. So,
unfortunately, she does succeed on her wisdom saving throw, so she is not viciously mocked. I mean, she is viciously mocked. I feel for her, but her self-esteem is greater than my own.
Yeah, well.
Beetlejaw, please roll another Constitution saving throw for me.
It's coming.
You're still poisoned. There's just something about your heightened senses that this smell is just, it is the worst thing you've ever smelled in your entire life. And you have lived in a lot of terrible places and eaten at a lot of terrible garbage.
If I'm able to cure this poison, do I have to keep trying to do some check?
Yeah, I will allow you, if you spend 5 points of your lay on hands to cure the poison, you will be immune for the 24 hours.
Done.
Although I believe lay on hands is a standard action, so that would use your attack.
Yep, that's fine. 1 second. Let me
So Beetlejaw is just, this is the worst, and you send this holy energy through your body, and you're able to expel the stench and hang the fresh scent pine trees of justice upon your nostrils.
Hey, Casper.
Lemony
right.
fresh.
Matthias.
All right. So I have advantage.
I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry. What else were you going to do, Beetlejuice?
I'm gonna like kind of limp across the bed here, or the dog can stay, and get out of swinging damage of that thing.
Perfect. Okay. Now Matthias.
Okay. So I have advantage from Tristan on the attack.
You have Bardic Inspiration, so you are free to add a D6 to.
Okay. Sorry. So D6 not advantage. Gotcha.
Right. One saving throw, one attack roll. You can't add it to damage, but you can add it to pretty much any ability check.
Okay.
And
All
you
right.
can roll before you decide to add the Bardic Inspiration.
Gotcha. So swinging the longsword.
Swing.
I'll save that for now because that's a 24 and 7 damage.
That's a good swing. You take a pretty good hack out of her midsection. And as you sort of burst her open, this fetid black ooze just erupts out of her belly and just sprays all over you.
Yeah. And then I want to take is second wind a bonus action?
I have to double check. I think so. Second wind. As a bonus action, you regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that.
Cool. This battle was brought to you by Sam Raimi.
There's no awkward dancing.
No, and she hasn't thrown up in anybody's mouth yet. So
Oh,
that is a specific.
9 points of healing.
That is a very specific scene from most Sam Raimi movies.
Being thrown up all over. It's great.
Yeah, especially if you've ever seen Drag Me to Hell. I think that whole thing is a eating disorder metaphor, but I'm not.
It might be. That's probably accurate.
Does that use a
Matthias,
hit die? When you second wind, does that use one of your hit die?
It
Or is
does
that
not.
just
It's its own special ability.
Oh, nice.
And she is going to move over here. That does not invoke an attack of opportunity because she does not leave Matthias's threatened space.
Man, I missed them 3rd edition rules.
And she is going to go ahead and she's going to put her hands on Matthias again.
It's a long way to go just to attack me again. She has disadvantage.
She does have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Shield block. Can I have disadvantage
15?
again?
A 15
No,
miss.
she already has disadvantage. But if a 15 misses, a 15 misses.
15 misses.
So she comes down to attack Matthias, and it rakes across his hardy armor. And that is the end of her turn. Lily Scratch. And she's just screaming profanities at you, raking these claws all over your possessions. She's jumping on the bed a little bit as she's up there, too.
I don't like you. You are
No
very...
more ghasts jumping on the bed.
So thaumaturgy would do nothing against her because she's immune to that kind of stuff. Kind of. I guess it was kind of confusing because Tristan is taunting, and that works against her.
Tristan has a spell called Vicious Mockery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a spell that is literally weaponized taunting.
It does psychic damage to her, an opponent.
I'm out of truth. I guess I could try Eldritch Blast again. It seems best.
Cool.
I'm pretty. Although I will say my teeth are kind of like grunted because she's really annoying me, and I'm like, I really hope this gets you this time.
No.
Ooh.
Not even
So
close.
you roll a
Yeah.
natural 1, and your Eldritch Blast sort of fizzles out in your hand.
And I yell, "Son of a!" We'll say that Lancelot barks over my curse words. Edit it out.
That's why Lancelot's here. He's with the FCC.
'Cause we're living with BS and P.
So Lily, are you going to take a move action, or are you okay hanging out right there?
No, I'm just gonna stomp my feet, swish my tail. Mm.
Tyrion, you are within 5 feet. I would like for you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes.
You are just okay.
Okay.
That smell gets to you for a second, and you sort of draw into your reserve stores of strength and willpower. What would you like to do?
Shield bash.
I'd say nobody wins with a shield bash, but
I don't win with a shield bash.
that one you did not win with. So you reach out and you go to smack her, and she kind of leaps up over it, and she goes ah, 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 with her tongue all over the place, and she comes back down on the bed with a squish.
Let's see here. I do believe, since I did take the attack action, I can attempt to knock her prone with my Shieldmaster feat.
Go crazy.
So that would be opposed athletics.
It would be, yes.
Not great, but yep.
Yeah. So you go to shove her down, and she's like, "Oh, you want to play, cleric?"
Oh, gross.
Tyrion, would you like to move, or would you like to reciprocate?
Like the half elf said, you're not my type. And I'll stay right here.
All right, Tristan.
How's everyone holding up?
So far,
Well,
so
I
good.
second-winded.
Am I able to ask him, like, if, or would I know to ask him if that orb would help at all here, or just not? I don't. Like,
You're allowed to ask, but you don't think it would be helpful in this situation.
Okay, well then, never mind. Ignore me.
I don't have a whole lot. I'm really not good at this kind of stuff.
See, mommy. Yeah.
You have a crossbow or something?
Nope. Oh, wait. Sure. Actually, I do not.
Can I throw him my crossbow? Is that how that works?
On your turn, you can.
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna do much. Yeah, I'll just go and vicious mock again. Try to at least. Unfortunately, I Steve, I'm running out of witty things to say about her because she's just around too long. And hopefully she'll roll a 1.
Well, you got to put that juju out in the universe.
Does that want it to go true? Damn it! So close.
So close. So you're just flinging more insults at her. And you're sort of impressed by her amount of self-esteem and just like personal self-worth. Tristan, would you like to do anything with your move action or your bonus action?
No, I mean, yeah, not a whole lot I can do unless I get closer. And well, frankly, I don't have the hit points to get closer, so screw it. No.
Perfect. Beetlejaw. And you are immune to the effects of the stench now because you have imbued yourself with holy energy.
Excellent. All right, we're going to try swinging here.
Nice.
And then I'm also going to put a divine smite on top of it.
Oh, why's it got to be like that?
So it'll be an extra 2d8, but is she an undead or a fiend?
She is an undead. It's going to be an extra d8, an extra 3d8, I believe.
So if she doesn't like get completely smashed here, then is it roll 3d8?
Yes, please. Oh,
nice.
Very nice.
That's on top of the 9, right? So that's 27.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Edric, you killed this woman. How's it go down?
So he lifts his longsword up to the sky, mutters a few words of prayer to his deity, brings the sword down onto her forehead, and as it comes into contact with her forehead, a gigantic greenish yellow lightning bolt strikes the sword and not only slices her completely in half, but also it's like completely seared.
Delicious.
And then she like splits apart slowly.
That was a beautiful description. Can I like give him points?
I have a question.
I
Can
possibly
I-
have an answer.
Make a religion check to get a clue of what deity he may follow.
Yeah, give me a religion check.
If he's in a different realm, whether he passed the check or not, would he really know?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I was
it's
just,
gonna be.
I was just curious for my own sake because I've.
But my character doesn't know that, so he's going to try anyway.
That's fair. That's fair.
Roll
You do
21.
not. You do not recognize the deity upon which he called. You usually associate green fire with bad deities where you come from.
Yeah, pretty much. Greeting flame, not good.
Yeah, it's a little Maleficent-y. But you guys have been left standing in the Durst bedroom with this chest full of stuff in front of you.
What kind of shape is the chain shirt in?
It's in very good shape, actually, strangely enough.
Okay.
So throwing it at Tristan would be nice since his shirts got ripped. I don't. Is that a helpful thing?
I don't know. Can he
Behind the
can he
fan.
wear a chain shirt?
I don't know. Can you?
Can bards wear medium armor in this edition?
What's the armor?
Chain shirt.
Oh, isn't that what I'm wearing? Or no, I'm wearing a breastplate that's not functioning properly.
I guess while you're debating that, since we recognize the symbol on the necklace, could I give it to Tyrion and say this looks like something you would recognize?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
So Tyrion takes a look at it and kind of again scowls.
Tyrion, you 100% recognize this because you made it for Alara.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'll take that back. The person I gave this to doesn't deserve it any longer.
So do I recognize?
That's what you said out loud to all of us.
Yes. Yep.
Is that the girl that I asked you about earlier from like last week upstairs? I guess not last week, a couple hours ago upstairs.
He gives you the eye that basically says, I really don't want to talk about this at this moment, so please drop it. As he's kind of trying to keep what composure he has left at the moment.
Well, I get a little bit frustrated because
Alex, can you wear a chain shirt underneath the breastplate?
You cannot.
No.
Bummer.
Yeah, one suit of armor at a time, I'm afraid.
Well, hold on, no, I wanted to give it to Tristan.
But he can't wear it.
I can't wear it.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
I get crap armor.
Sorry, bro. I thought about you. All right, what do we want to do with all this stuff then?
Well, I
Take
guess
it with
Tyrion
us.
or I would be the ones most likely to benefit from the chain shirt.
I've got currently
What's the
scale. I've got scale mail currently, so don't know.
Which is also better than chain shirt. So
Yep.
if no one else wants it, I'd like to claim the chain shirt.
Go for it.
You
All
should
right.
totally have the chain shirt. I should totally stand behind you while you take gold claws from now on.
Put it on Lancelot.
Of our group treasure, I mean, a lot of it is stuff that, would have to be sold, but we could divvy out the gems and or gold pieces. Does one of you prefer gold to a gem?
No, but one of the things that I can do, if we keep any of our metal stuff, I can do some interesting things with it if I'm given enough time. So, just letting you know that.
Okay.
Cool.
So I've got 10 gold pieces and 3 moss agates worth 10 gold pieces each.
Just keep it in the communal pool for now. I don't think it's necessary to
Okay.
start trying
I didn't
to.
know if in case anybody got split up, if you wanted some small portable wealth. I don't know what everybody's situation is.
Pretty sure if we get split up, we'll be pretty much dead before we have a chance to spend it. So
Yeah, probably.
Lily, Lily, there are a couple items in this chest that are reading as magical.
Which ones?
The folded cloak and the small wooden box appears to have some
Oh, yeah.
magic within it.
And it's not locked, right?
It is
So-
not locked. Oh, and the yellow book is also reading as magic.
Well, I'm definitely interested in the yellow book. So I was gonna ask. The reason I was asking Tyrion about that necklace was because when I gave him that doll upstairs, that Thorn also had one of my sisters. So I wanted to know if there was actual physical proof of that girl being here. So would I see anything of my sisters if I open the box?
You do not.
Okay.
Is the box you're referring to the jewelry box, or is there another box?
There's a small wooden box.
Wooden
It
box.
had like gold stuff on it.
The jewelry box had the gold stuff on it, but there's an unmarked wooden box that is
Oh,
reading as magic.
Yeah, I completely missed that. then.
Okay, so the wooden box is magic, the jewel box is not.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So okay, so I tell the group that I feel these items are. If anyone else has any magical inclination, I could hand them the cloak, but I definitely want to open the box and the book.
I'll look at the cloak.
Okay.
You guys can go ahead and take a short rest if you would like to identify these items, and spend any hit dice if you would like to restore hit points. You do still have 2 hit dice per day.
Actually, what I'd like to do, if everyone's cool with it, is I will do the Song of Rest,
What's that do?
which gives everyone, and during a short rest, if you or any friendly creature who hears you perform gains hit points at the rate of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of these creatures gains an additional d6.
Nice.
Right.
Since this is Ravenloft, I imagine you have to sing like Black Sabbath tunes or something for your role play.
Please do.
Oh,
Either that or Metallica.
Excellent. So do we click short rest on D&D Beyond?
Yes, go ahead and click short rest on D&D Beyond, which will restore your spell slots, Lily, because you're a warlock.
I'm going to take this time to equip myself in the chain shirt then.
Cool. The chain shirt does have AC 13 plus your dexterity modifier, plus your shield. Wait, let me double check that real quick.
That's what the book says here, yeah.
I don't know. I'm doing.
Oh, see, that cloak looks fabulous. I thought it was just a plain generic, like peasant woolen
That
cloak.
looks more blue than black. I think we've been miss.
Just for your reference, Kevin, if you wear medium armor, you add your dexterity modifier to a maximum of +2.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Let's see.
Which is what I've got, so that works.
And looking at this cloak, Tristan and Lily, you guys sort of go over it as you guys are taking the short rest and Tristan singing the song. You notice that this cloak is a cloak of protection. It is a wondrous magic item that bestows its wearer with a +1 to AC and a +1 to all saving throws when worn.
Can Tristan wear it?
Yes, he can, and he would look fabulous in it.
Yes, I definitely offer it to you for sure. Since I noticed.
Even if it wasn't magical, I could still totally pull it off. Just saying. It's really cool looking.
Cool, you should.
I
take
love
it.
the art for the new stuff. It's amazing.
Right? And then the wooden box that you open, it contains 4 scarlet potions. And you guys are able to identify that these are potions of healing. These potions heal 2d4 plus 2 hit points when drank.
4 potion. What'd you say it gives you?
2d4 plus 2 hit points. Back.
4
if consumed.
plus 2 hit points.
I think the 4 of you should take the potions.
What, you don't want one?
I have my own hand. Take care of me.
Make it
Fair
fun
enough.
too.
Ah,
Okay.
I
Don't
will-
make me regret my choices.
I will take a potion of healing then.
All right.
I will say I look at you a little skeptically at that comment, but I take it. And then what about this book? That reminds me of the Hocus Pocus book. That's why I was almost saying it just now.
I'm gonna guess it's very evil.
Book.
Looking at the book, this book is a wizard's spell book.
Which I definitely recognize. A lot of that stuff, I would assume.
Yeah, it is a wizard spell book that contains the following wizard spells: Disguise Self, Identify, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Protection from Evil and Good, Dark Vision, Hold Person, Invisibility, and Magic Weapon.
Oh,
Wow.
geez.
How do I... Okay, 2 questions before I write all of that down. Well, I guess question 1 is, should I write all of that down? And question 2 is, does that help me at all as a warlock?
It does not help you at all as a warlock.
Well, then never mind, but I keep it, I guess.
Yeah. There are ways when you level up to level 3 that it might be able to help you, but that depends on what kind of choices you make
I
at that
see.
level.
Well, after game, can I get a summary of those spells to write down?
Yes.
That was a lot.
All right.
So, all right. So I'm crossing the cloak off the group list, and the chain shirt
Yeah.
off the group list, and the yellow book off the group list, and the potions, since they've all been
Doled out.
claimed.
Yep.
So as a group, then we have a mess kit, a bullseye's lantern, which I don't really know what that is.
It's a type of lantern.
Yeah, and then the jewelry box. That's with all the gold, with the rings in it and stuff. Oh, and the pens.
Yep. And I guess
Okay.
since I'm over here by the wardrobe, I can open it up and check to see if there's anything else in there.
just some old rotten clothes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So can we get out of here yet?
Yeah, I'd rather leave this place as soon as possible. I've been trying forever, it feels like.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
Before
Love
we take off out of this room, I'd like to take a peek in the armoire.
Tyrion just looked in it.
Oh, then I completely blanked. Sorry.
No
No
worries.
worries.
Good job, Tyrion. I was just double checking.
What? You don't... I get it. You don't trust humans.
Well, then I don't have to say it myself. Thank you.
Where would you guys like to go now? Now that you've sort of completed this short rest, you've divvied up some treasure.
Can we go out the way that she came in, or is it just like a dead caved in thing?
That is a sort of, it looks like she burrowed herself in there and she was just chilling.
Like a villain.
Like
Okay.
a villain.
So do you guys want to head
Look.
back out to the front?
Yeah,
Yep,
looking
let's
at
head-
looking at the map, it looks like the top right corner of the map has been unexplored, and that middle left section.
Well, let's go back out towards the crossroads where we came in and take that left, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going over here.
All right. So you guys take the left. And as you guys are sort of coming this direction, you hear the chanting kick up again.
Oh.
He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land.
Sure, we
And
don't.
it sounds like it
Alright.
it descends into the depths below.
Do I detect any more undead? I would imagine.
You do not actually have the ability to detect undead, but you do detect
Oh.
necromantic magic.
Okay, that's the cool. Wonderful.
Are we
You
going
guys
down?
descend.
We descend.
I think that's the
Down.
plan.
Down into the next,
down,
to the burning ring of fire.
down. Wrong singer.
Down, downtown.
Downtown?
Downton Abbey.
No, definitely not.
So you guys descend to this bottom area, and you can hear clearly, "He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land." And you come down into this reliquary, and there are several alcoves throughout here, and each of them contains sort of a grisly little trophy. As you guys are sort of peeking and looking around, you guys see an angelic feather, a wooden figurine of a black knight bearing the emblem of a rose.
Oh, that's not good.
Severed raven talons.
Oh boy.
A small chunk of amber resin that exudes an evil aura. And a cracked egg containing the remains of a skeletal infant dragon.
Whoa.
At least he will be mad.
WTF. I said out loud as Lily.
And the rest of us look at you and go, why are you just using letters?
It's a secret.
And kind of looking around, you do see that the hallway over here is kind of caved in, and there's a tunnel that goes down where you can clearly hear this chanting, and there's a portcullis that is raised at the end of this sort of fetid puddle of water.
What is it?
There's a portcullis that's raised, and by raised I mean not blocking the way. But you can see the spikes of the portcullis hanging out at the top.
Got it.
Do we just kind of ignore the stuff on the table and go that way, or do we take this stuff? Did you say table? I don't think you said table, but
there's alcoves that each have like a pedestal.
Oh, okay. So, what do we do? Do we take the stuff, put it in bags?
I'm not touching any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
You hear, "He is the ancient, he is the land, he is the ancient, he is the land," emanating from the space beyond that portcullis.
Which of the alcoves had the figure with the rose?
This one over here, the top right one.
So I'm drawn to it.
Or Lancelot is drawn to it.
I think that one would actually be me. But Lancelot comes with me. Oh, we're not connected anymore. That makes sense. Now I got your thing.
He's Roman.
Sometimes it takes us both. Sometimes it doesn't. Do I without touching it? Do I notice anything in addition to this figurine that's not besides just being Black Knight with a rose?
That's all. As you're looking at it, that's all you sort of pick up.
Okay, so I pick up and kind of turn it over, look at it. Nothing special.
He touched
No,
it.
you don't feel anything coursing through you or anything like that. You just you have a hold of it. It's not the same workmanship as the dolls you guys have seen of yourselves and your loved ones.
Got it.
So,
I put it back down and move to the middle of the room.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
So the left passage there is caved in, and the one to the right is the one with the portcullis.
Yep.
So
Would Lancelot smell anything from the caved in part?
He seems uneasy.
In regards to the caved in section?
In regards to the portcullis section. But as you guys are sort of hanging out in this room, you do hear a baby cry out clear as day coming from the chamber beyond the portcullis. And the chanting increases in fervor and volume.
So we should go. I think the only way we're going to get out of here is if we just go toward it.
Well, given what we've seen, we should try to put a stop to this madness.
Yeah.
I think we need to hurry. It sounds like whatever's
Yeah.
causing that cry is in danger.
If
That's
anyone
correct.
wants to go first, I can give them
Which one?
this first.
This side?
Yeah.
Sorry.
If someone
The
whoever
one on the
wants
right?
to go first.
I'll
Yeah.
go first.
The deeper one. Yeah, I can give you back the protection of evil and good if
Okay.
you want it.
Yes, please.
I touch you on the shoulder. Much shine.
So, Matthias, you descend into this pool of water. The water laps hungrily at your ankles, sending ripples through its black surface. The chanting, that insidious, wretched, incessant, unforgiving chanting, falls short. All's quiet. A ledge lines this chamber, overlooking a dais that rises from the dark water. Chains suspended from the ceiling swing above a blood-stained altar carved with gruesome depictions of grasping ghouls.
I will give the abridged version. Whisper back the lane, trying quietly. Proceed down through. The bardic inspiration, did that go away because of the short rest?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is this, you say this water's murky?
Yes, it is. It's only about shin deep, but it is very black and murky.
Can I see anything on the altar from here?
Give me a perception check.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
You see regret.
The chanting, was it coming from this room or the beyond?
The chanting was coming from this room, but when Matthias stepped in here, the chanting stopped.
Great.
Can we hear anything?
Just the drip of water.
I guess we should all go in.
Well, what do I see? Anything on the altar?
You do. You see a wrapped bundle that's wriggling on the altar.
All right. So I will tell them there's something on the altar, but be on your guard. Step carefully. And I will try to carefully step through the water to get to the steps and up out of the water if I can get that far.
Yeah, you can get that far.
Okay.
I'm gonna be behind him at this point, I guess.
I'm gonna go up on the stairs to the ledge to the left here.
Get over to the altar.
Cool.
See if I can see a little better what's happening there.
Tristan, where are you going?
I'm grudgingly pulling up the rear.
So, Matthias, you climb the dais. That rhymed. That was fun. The bloodstained altar stands before you, whispering its tales to you. Red tales. At the far end of this vile chamber, there is a mound of refuse, bones, and detritus moldering in a small alcove. You can see that. Just
To the south?
To the south. Shivers dance up your spine. It's as if the entire chamber awaits you with bated breath. And just as you reach the final step, an ill wind blows throughout the depths. 13 shadowy figures manifest on the ledges around you, wielding black torches that seem to swallow light. Their faces are but voids, and in one great union they chant, "One must die. One must die. One must die." And the bundle falls away to reveal a ceremonial knife on the dais.
But there's no body in the wrappings.
There is not.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to choose if we're gonna sacrifice this freaking dog, aren't we?
Ouch.
Wow.
I would rather sacrifice myself personally. It was just what came to my mind.
I wasn't ready for that. That's all.
That escalated quickly.
There's 13 people around us chanting, "One must die." There's a knife on the
altar.
And then there's us. And what do these 13 things, do we know what they are?
Ring race.
They're hooded
Yes.
figures, hooded figures holding black torches that seem to swallow light. They do not appear to be. They do not appear to interact with you in any sort of way.
So can I like share this guess that I have with the group that I think these are all like flashbacks happening?
Like phantasms or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking we don't put anybody on the altar on the say-so of these negative ghost types here.
Yeah. Can I like walk up to one and see if I can touch it?
The figures?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go up and you touch them, and your hand kind of passes through them.
Taha. So they're like over on the. They're over here. on
They're
the
kind of
side.
all around watching you guys.
Are they like up on the side or are they in the water?
They're on the side. They're on the
I'll
ledges.
call over to Tristan. Is this something? Can given a proper burial to the remains over there put an end to these weird manifestations? I'm trusting in your expertise in this area. I'm just a simple soldier from Pine Creek.
Possibly, but I'm not the religious expert. I mean, I leave that to
Tyrion? Or
Tyrion.
I'm the only
don't.
character with no arcane knowledge.
Don't
Okay,
ask me.
Can I do an arcane check to know, or
Yeah,
can
for
I
sure.
just know?
I mean, the other option we have is
So
Don't
Does
let
that-
the old soldier make the magical decisions. That's not a good idea.
did that thing react to me touching it?
It did not. Not in the slightest. But Lily, as you're sort of puzzling your arcane mind over this puzzle, you come to the conclusion that these apparitions will only release you if the terms of their request are met, or if you make a decision in defiance of them. You believe that those are the two options that you believe would alleviate would result in some kind of conclusion.
What would okay, so I share that with the group, but not really knowing what a decision of that defies them would be. So just not doing it.
Would be us not
Choosing to
sacrificing.
sacrificing
We're not,
something.
we're not buying into their dark ritual. No.
Okay, so can we just tell them no?
Edric approaches the altar where the knife is and looks down and sees the knife, grabs it in his hand, and throws it against the wall on the side that Lily was not.
It's
Past the altar.
So much for that idea.
Wow.
That's as visual representation as we were going to get.
all right. So, as you defy the dark spirits, they hiss in contempt. And they say, "Rise, demon. Rise, demon. Take your sacrifice by hand."
Oh, good.
And the dirty water filling the chamber ripples as something moves beneath the surface. A host of bones, flesh, and disparate body parts come together from the water, collecting into a massive, shifting heap of gore.
Flesh golem.
It looks like.
Don't metagame. It takes all the mystery out of it.
It looks like this.
Oh,
That's repulsive.
that thing needs a penicillin shot.
I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
There we go.
Great. We were fighting actual herpes.
Yes. Great, wonderful.
He went there.
Okay, I am struggling to get the icon of the dog off of me.
Ugh.
There it is. I don't know. Thank you, Alex. I assume that's you.
Yep, I got him.
Thank you.
Good boy.
Because I think that's what happened last time when I couldn't roll initiative. I think I had highlighted the dog.
That's probable.
Oh.
Oh. Give me the dog back.
All right, Lily Scratch, you are up first as the shifting mass of body parts and rage emerges from the refuse pile at the southern alcove of the corner of the room.
The dog like ran away because that's what happened. I got distracted. That's why my initiative is one.
So the dog goes running that way, and the portcullis slams shut in front of him.
Oh, that's fine too.
Oh, that's good.
No.
So I imagine I'm not going to walk up to it and try to touch this one.
I wouldn't, but that's
More
just
than-
my decision.
more
Oh.
than likely. Wondering if I should use True Strike though to get some of its defenses, since I'm going first and could tell someone else what to do.
True Strike will help you hit it next on your next attack. It's not going to tell you if it's weak to something.
Well, these names are just misleading. Honestly, this is not my fault. I'm blaming the.
It's okay.
Well, then I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this MFer since Lancelot ran away and can't bleep myself out.
There you go.
Lancelot indeed it bleeped out. So you rattle off an Eldritch Blast with a 16, and this dark magic flies out. It hits the massive body parts, and it seems to cause some discomfort to the monster.
Chat says if Beetlejuice ever dies, I can just be the dog. Thanks. I appreciate your faith.
All right, Lily, would you like to move?
I'm gonna go with no since it's over here. Wait, you guys can't see my mouse. I apologize, but I'm using my mouse as a pointer.
If
So-
you hold your mouse button on your thing, you get the little ring that shows where you want to do.
Oh, that's how you guys are doing
Sonar
that. Okay.
ping.
So that
Sonar
guy's over
ping.
here. I don't want to get any closer. No, I'll pass. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Walter question mark will take his move action.
Boy.
He'll move 1, 2, 3.
3.
He'll go here.
Call him Walter.
I said Walter question mark. Edric, you will actually go ahead and get an attack of opportunity against Walter if you would like to take it.
Walter, the walking herpes is Walter.
Yes.
I love it.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, and I'm definitely going to swing at him. Is it just a regular attack?
Yeah, just a regular attack. The name of the episode is Where's Walter? So, surprise.
We
We
found
did
him.
Great.
Found Walter.
Close my character sheet apparently. Hold on. Swing with the longsword. Boom, boom. No advantage, right?
No advantage, but a 17 does hit. So you hack in with your longsword and you sever just a pile of entrails that fall out of him into the brackish water beside you.
Nummy.
And he's going to use his attack action. He's going to...
There's no way to make that a divine smite, right?
no, because it's a reaction.
Okay.
And he's going to use his slam attack on... he's going to use that on Lily.
Cool.
I'm going to use my shield to protect her.
Aw, thanks. Because I totally forgot to give myself armor.
All right. Does a 15 hit you, Lily?
I believe a 13 is my weak point. Yes.
Awesome. So you take 9 points of damage as the monster sort of oozes its way up here, and its arms kind of descend into these large polyps of just flesh and bone, and it reaches out and just smacks you across the face.
I almost actually just fell out of my chair. Like that's what all that was. So you're welcome.
All right,
Great.
Tristan, you're up.
I am going to cast a spell at the sucker. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire against it.
Awesome.
Everyone else advantage.
Perfect. And he has to roll a dexterity saving throw. Let's see if he can do that. What you got, Walter? He fails. So he is covered with your fairy fire. So for the duration, he sheds a dim light in a 10-foot radius, and all attacks against him have advantage. What does your fairy fire look like, Tristan?
It's literally blue and purple flame. Very similar to the orbs I have that I juggle.
And he kind of roars as these purple and blue lights consume him. Tyrion, or unless Tristan wants to move.
Can I move, or will I?
You will take an attack of opportunity, but you are allowed to move. Yes.
No.
Awesome. Or if you want to give Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action, you're free to do that as well.
Let me see how it plays out first. Not sure who to.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Tyrion, you're up.
I'm going to move to where I have moved, and I am going to begin. I'm going to clasp the amulet around my neck and begin chanting a prayer. And Matthias, Edric, and Lily will all feel a fiery anvil kind of glow upon their chest. You are all blessed.
It's like Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yep.
It's good for you.
Thank you.
So you guys, any attack or saving throw, get to add a D4 too.
Nice.
Thank you.
Buff, more buff.
Yep.
All right. And is that the end of your turn, Tyrion?
It is.
Awesome. Matthias, you are up now.
All right. Moving around here. And then it is time to attack. And this has advantage. And it's still got the magic heebity-jeebities from Tyrion.
It does. And you have Bless, so you get an extra D4 on top of your to hit. So
now, is that like the Bardic Inspiration? I get that once?
No, Bless from a cleric, you get a D4 on all of your attack rolls.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so I should roll a D4?
Yeah.
See what that is? Ha! It's okay.
Take that, random number generator. We know your game.
Okay, so that is a 24 with the Bless and the magic weapon.
And 4 points of damage.
And 4 points of damage.
So you go in, you hack a deep gash in with the magic of Tyrion blessing you and the magic of Tyrion in your sword.
There's a lot of magic of Tyrion in him. That's kind of crazy.
Team
That's
Tyrion.
kind of weird.
All right. Yeah, I really didn't think about it until you said it like that. Jeez.
Yeah, and you catch just this slicing through it. It feels almost like slicing through a ham hock. It's thick and it's unpleasant and it's just horrible.
Just like that episode of Tosh with the pork sword. I got it.
Can you do it again?
I will try.
Yeah, you're gonna action surge or you go.
I will wait to see if we get this thing in a better, or at least get some of us out of range before we start really wailing on it.
Cool.
Gotcha.
It's round 1. I'll wait and see.
In that case, Beetle, Edric, it's your turn.
Edric moves in. Edric rears up his long sword. Advantage, right? Plus a
It
D4.
is advantage. Yes, advantage and a D4.
It's gonna be a.
You don't need the bless. You hit.
Okay. And then this is also gonna be Divine Smite.
Awesome. I think this is your second spell slot for the day.
This is it. Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
Is he a fiend or undead?
He is an undead.
So that's 3d8.
It is 3d8.
Nice.
Oh. Why you gotta hit me so hard?
25.
Very good.
Doesn't the bless give a bonus damage too?
No, it's just 2
Not
attacks.
bonus,
It's a bonus on the attack roll.
That's
Am
right.
I able to lower my hit
Dave,
points
right.
on the thing, or do you do that?
You can lower them on D&D Beyond. All right, that was a good hit, Edric. Edric, I would like for you to roll a perception check with advantage, please.
I don't know if I like that or not. I'm assuming if I like that. Perception, you said?
Yes.
$17.
You hear a baby crying somewhere inside this creature.
Of course we do.
Oh,
You
gross.
said 9 points of damage.
And with that, Beetlejaw, it is Lily Scratch's turn.
Great. You
As
said 9
part
points.
as part of that turn, do I get to communicate that to everybody?
Yes, you can communicate that with everyone.
There's a baby inside.
Is it a real one this time?
Hard to tell.
Um,
I'm very sorry, guys, but I have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Bio break.
Bye. Did he say 9 hit points? Anyone hear that?
Let's see. We can scroll back up in the set.
Oh,
to see.
yeah, we can.
Yes, 9 damage.
That's painful. I am dead. I was almost really dead. Almost actually fell out of my chair. That would have been probably the most embarrassing thing to happen this year. So when the GM isn't here, do we all just like plot against him?
Wow, that's going old school.
Are these secret move times now? Like,
We should all reposition our characters, see if he notices. No, I'm just kidding.
yes. No, I would never do such a thing. Never.
Oh, so a question for the audience. Since this is Halloween week, would you like to comment in the chat and tell us what your favorite Halloween memory or Halloween costume has been to this point in your life? Just kind of do a little bit of polling the audience here.
I can share that my favorite Halloween memory was last year when I met all of these awesome friends that I have now.
There you go.
I met my now fiance through all of them. So just to start everyone off, to encourage you to tell your stories.
Geez, my stories are lame compared to that. I can't.
Sorry about that, guys.
Elvis has returned to the building. Oh,
Elvis has returned to the building. And I didn't even die on the toilet.
Night is young.
You didn't have a peanut butter and banana sandwich in front of you.
No, not yet. Many months still. All right, Lily, what would you like to do?
I'm going to give myself the Armor of Agathis now, since I didn't do that before this started. And I only have 4 hit points left, if I'm saying that correctly.
Okay. So you cast Armor of Agathis upon yourself.
Yep.
This sort of frosty chill coalesces up your body, covering you in a hardened layer of frost.
Excellent. Can I shoot my crossbow at this thing?
Armor of Agathis, I believe, is an action.
Okay.
So just let me double check real quick.
It is.
Okay. So yeah, you can move if you'd like, or you can stay there.
I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Cool. All right. Walter is going to retaliate against Edric with that big old sword snag. And he is going to roll to hit. Does a 14 hit you, Edric?
15. 15.
All right, so you're good. So he comes swinging down. You think he was trying to grab you with that attack rather than cause damage, but you were able to get out of the way. And that is the end of his turn. Tristan.
I would like to get away from this giant thing that could squish me very, very easily. So I'm going to disengage and back the hell up.
Don't mind me.
And other than that, I'm just going to draw my. I will draw one of my instruments and quickly tune it up.
Nice.
I've got plans next round, but I can't do them this round because it's too many actions. So that's it for me.
Awesome. After Tristan is Tyrion.
Bless is a concentration, so I cannot cast another spell while continuing to concentrate on it. So,
You can, as long as it's not a concentration spell.
okay. Let me see here then. I don't believe I clicked it instead of actioning it. It is not a concentration spell, so I will try to bring the fire of destiny down upon Walter.
Ooh, snap.
Bring the fire down on Walter. Ooh, 7 points of damage. That's not bad.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Let's see what happens. Dexterity saving throw. Boom.
Yes.
The fire comes down. What happens, Tyrion?
So, kind of as before, Tyrion conjures the flame and backhands it at the creature. As in this case, where the forehead would be is branded as though the order, the divine symbol of his patron, basically emblazes itself upon the forehead. That's a lot of words for such a simple effect.
Nice. And then would you like to move or do a bonus action or anything like that?
I am good right there, I believe.
Cool. Matthias.
Okay. It's time for that hit with the longsword. The bless is still up. The magic is still up. And I have advantage still up. So, Hassan chop. That'd be a 19 for 11 damage.
Sure does hit. And you can roll the d4 every round, but 17 hits.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. It was a every round kind of thing.
And it's 11 points of damage. Ouch.
Yes. I will do the action surge for
right.
the extra attack.
Go crazy.
Indeed. Here it comes.
Nice.
Ooh,
20
so close.
23 with 7 points.
Another good hit. So you come swinging in, and you bury your
yeah, you
sword.
can't do it. You can't do it on damage. Okay, never mind.
Right.
No, just on the attack.
All right.
So good. 2 real solid hits from the soldier from Pine Valley.
Creek.
Pine Valley Creek. I don't know where you're from. I'm from Greyhawk. And then are you happy to hang out there, Matthias?
Yeah, I want to try and if Lily wants to withdraw, I want to try and keep it pinned here so that she can get back out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if Edric and I can keep it occupied, they can't go after the other party members.
Does
All right.
he still have my protection? It's 10 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know how time passes yet.
As long as they're not
Just
both
cast it right
concentration spells.
I don't think either of them are.
I don't think either of them are either, now that I'm thinking about it. Armor Agathis. Not concentration.
If I move one space north toward Lily, does it get an opportunity attack since it's still just in range?
No, it would not get an attack of opportunity because you aren't leaving its threatened space.
Okay.
The protection is a concentration.
Yeah, and Lily,
But-
just so you know, protection from evil and good is a concentration spell.
Okay, so that means I just can't cast another one? Or it's not there because I got hit.
In the future, I'll have you make a concentration saving throw when you get hit when you're maintaining a concentration spell, but you can only maintain one concentration spell at a time. But Armor of Agathis is not a concentration spell, so you just cast it on yourself, you're good to go.
Okay.
And if Lily looks over my way, I'm gonna kind of give her a head nod like hey, come over this way.
Swinging.
Don't forget your D4.
Yep, don't forget your D4.
Good ahead of D4.
Nice.
So
Very
the
nice.
bless strikes just true, and you weren't going to be able to get through the mass of meat and disgustingness, but the searing sigil of Tyrion's deity pushes your blade through and causes that damage into Walter.
Nice.
Lily.
Lily is scared. So they want to. You guys said I can move back here. Is that too far?
You can disengage and move back there. Yeah, you should be able to Eldritch Blast from there, but not this turn, or maybe this turn. I'm not sure.
This turn because disengage is the standard action.
Right. But at least
if you disengage, you can run away without getting an attack of opportunity. If you want to just run back there and cast a spell, you can do that, but the monster may get an attack of opportunity if he wants to take it.
I just want to run back there and cast the spell.
Okay. He will take the attack of opportunity.
I'm sure he will.
Boom. 13. That's just enough to hit you, I believe.
Does it have to equal?
Yep.
Equal or exceed.
Yeah.
All right. So he does take 5 points of damage because of your armor of Agathis.
He personally takes 5 points?
Yeah, he
Or
personally takes 5
okay.
points.
I'm like, or from me.
So you had 5 temporary hit points because of the armor.
Okay.
So you lose that 5, and then you lose 8 more.
I'm dead now.
You're not dead. You're just unconscious.
I
So her
see.
concentration spell drops if she's unconscious, obviously.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Am I not allowed to use my react to that opportunity attack?
You can because it's a reaction. So I will roll again. So 13 still hits.
How does my inspiration point help me again?
That wouldn't help you in this situation because I'm rolling to hit.
I can't inspire myself
Nope.
to consciousness.
Allow myself to inspire myself.
Exactly.
So Lily, you are unconscious, and you are going to be making death saving throws. So since this happened at the beginning of your turn, I'm going to go ahead and have you roll your first death saving throw now. So go ahead and roll a straight d20.
I don't want to.
So the way it works, just so you know, a 1 through 10 is a failure, and
Great.
an 11 through 20 is a success.
How do I roll a straight 20 then?
You just type /roll d20.
Or there is a sort of toolbar over on the left, the little narrow. There's a dice symbol, the second last from the bottom.
Yeah.
You can just pick that.
Oh, roll 1d20 plus nothing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll see if that works.
Hey, look at that. You made one.
Sweet.
And I'm sorry, I lied. You need a 10 or better. So a 1 through 9 is a failure. 10 through 20 is a success. So
Okay.
you've got 1 success. You need to get 3 successes before you get 3 failures.
Ooh. Question. Does bless count for that? Because it does count for saving throws.
Ooh. Oh. Lawyered.
Just asking. I'm just asking.
I'm kidding.
Does bless work on spiritual weapon? Let me see here.
It won't matter. It doesn't matter for now. We can look it up later, though.
So yes, you do get the bless bonus to death saving throws.
Perfect.
Sweet.
So you'll be able to roll a d4 along with your d20 next time too, Lily.
I thank you from my half grave.
More of a third of a grave, really.
Can my tail switch even though I love this tail. Like I just love it.
It's not swishing of any like natural accord. It's just kind of like spasming a little bit.
That's its way of saying thank you.
I would be worried if that tail is sentient.
So tieflings are like stegosauruses. They have a brain in both ends.
Fine.
Wow.
It's going to slam into Matthias. And it is, Edric can give a disadvantage if he wants to. Or you already did that for.
You already used it.
So, one normal attack on Matthias.
Ooh.
22.
Oh,
You
yeah,
take-
that's going to hit.
I already used my react. Is this within the same round?
It is the same round.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, Matthias,
Good gold. That's a lot of damage.
as he
Oh.
smacks you.
Ouch, damn.
And he's going to hang out right there. Tristan.
With that, I will move up. I will then quote some cheesy lyrics and cast Cure Light Wounds on Lily.
Awesome. So yeah, go ahead and click Cure Wounds. Lily, you heal 5 points of damage. And you are conscious. You're still prone, but you are conscious. And you are no longer rolling death saving throws.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look up and you see the smiling face of Tristan.
I wave. I think.
Tristan, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No. That will do it.
Cleo.
Oh, wait, do we go into the negatives? So like I would have been at -4 and now I have 1, right? Is that how that works?
Top of 0 now, I think.
Not in 5th edition. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
So you just go from 0 to wherever you're at.
Okay.
If you go to negative your maximum hit points, you die automatically.
Oh.
Like if one hit smacks you that hard.
Yeah.
I see.
Tyrion.
I'm gonna keep concentrating to keep the spell up, and again, call forth the divine fire.
Call forth the divine fire. And he takes 2 more points of damage as the divine fire comes down upon Walter and makes his rotting, terrible flesh scorch a little bit.
The sigil that I already branded on his forehead just glows brighter.
And he lets out this horrible shriek. And you can all hear the baby crying inside him at this point.
Cool.
Matthias.
All right. Swing away, Merrill. Oh, you know what? I better roll that bless bonus first. So it's +2.
And you still have
Okay.
advantage because he's still covered in the fairy fire.
Yes. Okay. So advantage on the attack. And it's the magic is still on the sword.
Man, that magic sword, man.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
my days. A critical.
All right.
And that's actually 2 or 1 more on the damage, right? Because of the
Yes,
magic
the
sword.
magic sword. So
16.
And I'm gonna
16
second wind.
damage.
I'm gonna second wind to heal.
Awesome.
So +2 is 9. Okay. It takes me a little further from death's door.
All right. Actually, Matthias, you managed to kill
Ooh.
the baby.
Kill the
Oh,
baby.
so you gotta put it like that.
So with that critical hit, you kind of drive your blade up into the fleshy mass, and you feel it strike something on the inside, something soft and not a rolling mass of flesh. And
Oh.
your blade skewers the infant Walter. And as you sort of draw your sword out, the mass of wriggling body parts kind of discorporates and spreads along the ground, leaving the angelic white corpse of the baby with 1 stab wound through its heart. And the death house begins to rumble and rattle because Walter was a load-bearing villain.
Oh no. Up, out of the house.
Yeah.
I would like to enter a skill test at this point,
Oh,
everybody.
boy.
Oh boy.
Who would like you not to nurse?
I already owe my life to these people. Oh.
So
what now?
the way this works is that we're going to move through the various areas of the house that you have already gone through. And everybody is going to have to roll some kind of skill check as they escape from the disintegrating house. If you guys are able to acquire 5 successes, all of you will escape the death house. If you accrue 3 failures, the skill challenge still continues. The gates in the courtyard begin to close early. And I'll have all of you roll initiative. And if you get 3 failures, the gates will swing shut before the slowest character can escape. You get 5 failures, the last 2 adventurers are too slow.
And we die?
And you die.
What happens if you really die though in this game?
Make a new character.
Make a
Make
new
a new
character.
All right, so you guys are in the ritual chamber. The manor shivers with rage. Stone and brick drop from the ceiling like broken dreams, shattering on the dais or sending up plumes of fetid water. As the mound of utter death shambles towards you, the blood pounds in your ears, your heart thunders. And you find that the portcullis is jammed.
Do we still have bless for this?
You do still have bless for this.
Bless is only good for the saving throws and the
attack rolls.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind.
So,
does the
I would
dog
like you
need
guys-
this?
the dog is. I will not. Well, tell you what. I will count the dog as the slowest party member for the first slowest party member.
The dog auto dies?
If you guys
Only
fail,
if we fail. Wow.
All right.
Guys, we got this.
all right. So I would like for you guys to nominate one person to roll the skill check for this particular room. The portcullis is slammed shut, trying to block your guys' path. How would you like to circumvent this? It looks like there is a wheel that might be able to open the portcullis, either through force or through trickery.
Like athletics
It could be.
for force?
I like
Got a 4.
What
I
about
got-
what about
I think-
Jonesy for trickery? Something with the thieves' tools, maybe.
I was thinking myself for athletics. I have a +5 for athletics.
Okay.
There you go.
Trying to force it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
A screenshot of the turn order here because it will go away when we move to the next table. All right, with a 22 athletics, you are able to get a success for the group. Edric, you come in, frantic, not wanting to die down here like a rat, and you just yank the portcullis, just shove it back up into the ceiling. You hear the mechanism shatter, locking it in place, and you guys are free to run up to the next level of the house. Up to dungeon level 1. As you guys begin making your way, each of you sort of come running and sprinting out, and you come into the cultist chamber with the well where the ghoul attacked you guys in the first place. I would like you to designate one character to succeed this test.
The map changed because I'm still seeing the.
Oh, I wonder if I changed it for you guys or just me. I just changed it for me because I'm selfish.
As long as you know. What kind of thing defeats it?
You're not sure. You're running through this area. Who would like to make the roll for the group?
I can try an acrobatics.
Okay.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check, Tristan.
16.
That is another success. That's 2 successes. So Tristan, you're leading the way for the whole group. sprinting through this area, and these hands are erupting from the ground to try and grab you guys and hold you in place. You see there are people screaming and crying. There are cultists just devouring and eviscerating people on the tables as you're running by, but none of them are able to grab a hold of any of you guys. So that's 2 successes. On to the attic. You guys make your way up. Who would like to succeed at the attic's challenge?
I think I can do it with, I don't know, probably an Arcana or a... yeah, probably Arcana.
I would like for you to roll an Arcana check, please.
Go for it, Lily.
Oh.
11. That's going to be the first failure.
Can she use that point of inspiration for anything?
She can if she would like to re-roll.
Yeah.
Do it, Lily.
Yeah, I do.
Do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Do I add it to it? Is that how that works?
No,
Just
you
three.
just roll another Arcana check.
Oh, son of, I can't do this. This is
You can do it.
Oh no.
So, unfortunately, you have
Go with
given
that.
the group their first failure. So you guys
Thank
have
you.
2 successes and 1 failure. So Lily, you're leading the way out of the spiral staircase that led down into the dungeon, and the 2 ghosts of Rose and Thorn block your path. And as you try to dispel them, they leap into you, and you feel yourself sort of, lurching and trying to keep up with the group at this point. And you actually move down in the initiative order.
Goodbye.
You move down to initiative order 8.
What were the how many successes and failures do we need? It's 5 for all of us.
You need 5 successes before you get 3 failures.
Mm.
So down to floor 3. As you guys go making your way down, 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 deeper and deeper and deeper, you find yourselves running across the same landing that the suit of armor tried to chuck you guys down. I would like you guys to nominate who is passing the skill test.
My gut tells me it's a dexterity check.
I can go with a stealth check.
That does it.
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, go for it.
Damn it.
That's the second failure.
I have nothing.
Everybody has a point of inspiration if you haven't spent it yet. Everybody starts with 1.
Oh, I haven't spent. Well, no. When does it is it once per game we get one, or is it just once?
No, it continues throughout your career. It tracks from game to game.
No, but I've spent the one I got when we started. So.
Yeah, same.
Gotcha. All right, so that's the second failure. You start trying to sneak along, Tristan, and as you come into the bedroom, that spirit that you interacted with in the mirror, you're running in the mirror, you feel your arms start to be controlled by the spirit that was in the mirror, and she walks you out to the balcony here. Group, I have a query for you. Would you like to make another roll to try and save Tristan?
Yes.
Yes.
Or would you like a free success if you leave him behind?
No.
No, we'll roll to
save
save him.
All right. Who would like to roll?
What is the roll supposed to be?
The roll
Or is it
is
whatever?
going. It's going to be an athletics check to grab him before he goes out. It's either going to be athletics or dexterity to grab him before he goes out the door.
Would this count?
I'll roll athletics again.
One question: would this count as one of ours for the 5 to get out of the house? Or
It would.
Can I start singing a jaunty tune about sons that are wayward and give them bardic inspiration?
I will allow you to do so.
So I have a point of inspiration.
Yes.
Does that give me advantage, or is that a reroll? if I need it?
So what that bardic inspiration gives you a d6 to add on top of whatever you roll.
Got it.
And you can do it after the fact.
I think I
You could
nailed
save it for next time.
Yes.
If
Yes,
the 19 doesn't
so-
get it, I'd be surprised.
You get him. That's another success. So that brings you guys to 3 successes, 2 failures.
Okay.
You nab him and you sever the connection between him and the spirit that was trying to walk him out into who knows where.
He
house
reaches out with his
continues.
gangly hand and he says, "Take my strong
Wow.
And you guys feel the house just collapsing and crushing. You hear the screaming of all the people who've ever died in this building. Down to floor 2. You guys actually see the challenge that you're going to have to overcome here. It is the armor that you passed up here with the wolf head visors. They have formed a kind of phalanx and they're trying to prevent you from getting down the stairs.
Is this another athletics check? Because I'll barrel through again.
Yeah, this could be another athletics check.
Everybody else okay
Since
with
there's
that?
2 of you guys, I will let Matthias assist you to give you advantage on this roll.
Okay. So do I have to roll for that, or am I just assisting him?
You're just assisting him, so you'll give him
Okay.
an advantage on the roll. And you still have your bardic inspiration dice.
Very nice.
Did I die?
Nope.
No, you did not die.
Oh. I'm like, wait.
Not yet.
20.
All right, that's 4 successes to 2
Oh my
failures.
god. This is
And
the
we
worst.
we are in the last floor of the house. You guys are making your way to the exit.
I can't.
Who do you want to take the last roll?
What is that pink thing?
That is where I think I drew that on accident.
Oh. All right. Do we see this one, or is this just a random roll?
Can we all
this
roll
is-
together?
You know what?
Option.
I will allow you guys to.
Was that too nice? It's okay. I
How
just
do I
feel
wanna
like
do
it would
this?
be really heroic if we were all like, like in Harry Potter, it's like, we'll go together. And then they go together and then Cedric dies anyway. But like,
Cedric dies anyway.
Let's not apply that to this situation.
Don't be
Yeah.
Not
like
mine common grounds there.
So this is going to be a charisma-based check.
Mm.
Oh.
What's the just a charisma skill check?
My charisma is
It's going to be a deception, persuasion, intimidation, performance, or if there's a spell that you can cast.
I have thaumaturgy.
I have
Yeah, I don't-
intimidation.
I have persuasion. It's not great, but I have it.
I'm really good at
But Mike-
performance.
I have +5 to intimidation too, so I don't know if we can add this to. I don't.
Intimidation.
So, however you guys want to do it, you guys can assist each other.
The bard.
If
what's your-
Edric assists Lily for the intimidation,
Yeah, that is something.
that would give her advantage with a +5.
It would give her advantage with a +5. It's a very
Scare-
important roll.
Scare him.
Okay.
Scare him right out the way.
So do I?
All right. We decided that I am helping her, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and
All right,
just this
so-
one time, I will let you give her your bardic inspiration dice.
All right,
Usually,
so
only Tristan can determine where it goes, but I will allow Edric's dice to assist this.
so I roll with advantage.
Yes, you
Yes.
will roll an intimidation check with
Edric,
advantage.
Edric, looking at Lily, unsheaths his cloak, revealing that part of his jaw is completely mangled and is solid bone, and it looks like an insect, like a scarab's jaw. And he tells her, "If we don't get through this, I want you to know that my real name is Beetlejaw the Grey."
Lily thanks him. A nod. I feel like we should join hands in this moment. I just feel it would be very powerful. Okay, like.
And do it.
All
it.
right.
I will
Edric
Because
offers his
of- because of
Lycanthropic
Beetlejaw.
hand.
Because of Beetlejaw giving his real name and having this moment, I will give you a +2 to the roll. So you have advantage. You have a +2. Don't fuck up.
Okay.
Come on, Lily.
All right, give me your wolf hand
Thanks for
for
jinxing
extra
it.
strength. Okay, I'm going.
All right.
Yes. Very nice.
Yes!
So you guys come running out, and you the two ghost children try to stop you one last time. One desperate, please don't leave us here. Please don't consign us to oblivion. And you just yell at them to get out of your way. And all of you dash through the mist, the manic shrieks and demands of the dead thundering across the gloom. With one final push, you hurl yourself through the gates, landing on a gravel street outside. All of you are bleeding, aching. Your heart feels as if it's about to burst, and you taste bile at the back of your throats, but you're alive. You look back at that house of utter death and shiver, putting as much distance between you and it as you can. Though on the sleepless nights ahead, you'll come to find that no amount of distance will ever rid you of that nightmare. The death house begins to buckle and shriek, and spirits emerge from it, and it is sucked into the ground, and it disappears into the mist. You guys find yourself standing on a cobble road, looking at a long row of similar townhouses. And sitting in a basket in front of you
You
is
say a baby.
not a baby. There are 5 healing potions, one for each of you, embossed with your initials, and a letter bearing this seal that says, "Welcome to Barovia. Be seeing you soon. S."
I'm gonna cry.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's where we'll end this episode of Heroes of the Mist.
Okay, but Beetlejaw and I are still going down and holding hands. We were all united. I feel like
Do
we should
these-
all be holding hands. Leave it at that.
Do these new potions do the same as the earlier ones we found?
They do. Lancelot does come with you guys.
Woo!
Excellent. That's the best news.
And I will stress that you guys level up to level 3.
We'll
Woohoo!
stress it. Great.
If you guys would like to go ahead and roll your hit dice while we're wrapping up here, just on the table, just so I know how many hit points to add to your guys' sheets.
Oh, we're not going with
Tristan,
you.
No.
no, I've been having you guys roll.
Okay.
So Tristan and Lily, you guys get a D8. Matthias and Edric, you get a D10. Tyrion, I think you get a D8.
Yes, I do.
So thank you guys so much.
Wow.
Oh, I used my real dice because I got excited. What was that?
Yikes.
Yeah, who takes the average? That's dumb.
Don't forget your con
Okay.
bonus to that.
Well, it's a good thing.
Wow, Lily got 8 more hit points plus her Constitution modifier.
So you get the roll plus your con, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I get +4.
Does that actually get updated on my
You'll have
No,
to do
I'll have to. I'll
You have
have.
to do it.
We'll have to update them on D&D Beyond in between sessions, and then I'll have to re-import your guys' sheets. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in with us on a very tense episode of Heroes of the Mist. A very tense Halloween episode. I wouldn't have it any other way. We will be back here next week on Monday night. Except Matthias will not be here with us next week. He has.
Yes, I will.
Oh, you will? I thought you were. I thought you had a
It's the
conflict
Monday,
tomorrow.
the Monday before Thanksgiving.
The Monday before Thanksgiving. Never mind. But we
I
will.
had the conflict on the 11th.
Right. We will have a special guest next week. I won't tell you who, but I'm very excited that he will be joining us for this session. Tune in to all of our shows this week. Wednesday, we'll be on Smuggler's Run. I'll be hanging out as a clone trooper. Thursday, we've got Wheel of Fate, which is Rob leading everybody through the descent to Avernus, his own special take on it. Happy Halloween to everybody, and I hope you'll be here next week, same bad time, same bad channel. Have a good day.
Night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Night.
Hey.